must be more to life than this. Reaching for the stars, traveling so far, like a dragonfly. Just grab my hand from him, sin with me tonight. I run away. We'll never forget the past, but what counts is our brand new start. Even if it hurts me or I get scared, just come take this risk now. We'll be prepared. I run away. I run away. Reaching for the stars, traveling so far, like a dragonfly. Keep your secrets there, keep them everywhere. Just you and I run away. I run away.
Breathe you in like oxygen. Oh, in an otherwise suffocating world, I'm reaching out for arms, I'm drowning in the open-ended love we're making, girl.
Yeah. It's a big Nick energy show, live on the TOLE dough. Here in the 9, have mud in the blood, and we're only going up, yeah, vertical. Touching the sky every time that we glide on 75, all fashionable, so fashionable, so far from broke. Just letting you know that we get it and go. It's a big Nick energy show, live on the TOLE dough. Summer's too hot and the winter's too cold, it's a real sweet spot. If you stop and know, yeah, it's a big Nick energy show. So big, I'ma write it in bold. It's a big Nick energy show. It's a big Nick energy show.
The Big Nick Energy Show, the podcast.
Hey guys, what's going on? It's the Big Nick Energy Show, and we're live. It's Monday, November 18th, episode number... Drum roll. 31, episode 31.
Yay!
Episode number 31. 31 weeks, Gina.
I know, we've been doing this for a minute now.
Damn.
Yeah.
You know what else I've been doing for 31 episodes? Nothing. That's it.
9 more weeks and you'll have
That's
a
my
whole
highlight.
baby.
Yeah, we're almost a year.
Oh, we'll birth the
Wait,
Big
who's
Nick
having a
Energy
baby?
Show. Big Nick Energy Show.
We're having a baby?
A woman takes 40 weeks before
So
the baby's
the 40th
ready.
week would be, she'd said it would be the...
Oh, so basically we did a pregnancy.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh.
An entire
In 9
pregnancy.
weeks we'll have a pregnancy.
Damn.
We're in our third trimester.
Right. I vote not it.
I wonder if I'm the daddy. Am I the daddy of it?
I mean, you're not my daddy.
I mean, Corey's everybody's daddy. So
That's weird.
Yeah.
That's
yeah,
weird.
no, that just made it real
That's
weird.
weird. That's weird.
That's extra weird.
Oh my God. Guess who we got in studio? The SS Gina.
No, don't do the horn. Oh, thank you, K-Lynn.
Or as Corey would say, bah, bah. Is that what he does?
I don't know.
So lame.
well, maybe mine sounded more like a tugboat. Sorry.
Corey's
That's what he
exact.
does.
We got Corey's exact twin in studio. Identical twin.
Get out of here.
I am so much better looking than Corey.
That's true. That's true. We're going to
Just
give you
saying.
that. So much better is an understatement. We got Miss K-Lynn in studio. Hey, thanks for coming back, K-Lynn. It's good seeing you.
I'm happy to be here.
It's good seeing you.
Taking Corey's place.
We like
I
your
love it.
energy.
He about to be out of a job today.
Yeah, he's not getting invited back. He just don't know it yet.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
I've cleared my Mondays.
Yeah, we're going to clap that. Also, you may have seen her on a recent episode. You also may have seen her doing the national anthem for the Cleveland Browns. Miss Andi Jo Taylor in the studio. What's up, Andi Jo? Welcome back.
What's up? Thank you for having me again.
Are you getting shorter?
Am I?
Yeah, you look shorter this week.
Probably. My mom says that she's 5'2", but I'm 5'2", and I kind of tower over her.
Sarah has never been 5'2". When I met your mom, we're talking this before the show. When I met your mom, she was about 3'1". She was about 3'1" when I met her.
So you met her in kindergarten?
Bit, but I think that she's shrinking, and so I think that's my path now.
I remember we would drive around in high school with some friends, and she had to have the wooden blocks on the pedals on the floor.
Well, that's crazy because I actually have to sit on some phone books when I drive.
Do you? I wouldn't tell people that, Andi Jo. I wouldn't tell people that.
Some people don't even know what phone books are anymore.
Oh, ladies, I'm a little nervous. All ladies in the studio. What if we all sync up on our the same cycle?
I mean, that would be
Is that possible?
real weird for you.
Is that possible?
It'd be extra
really
weird for you.
We're all Bluetooth connected.
Oh my God, I feel it. Wait,
We all connected. We've all synced.
wait a minute. My ovary, I can feel it. It hurts.
Oh my gosh.
Is that my ovary? My pelvis. What is this right here?
Your
What is
stomach?
it? What is yours? That's I
I
think
think
that's
it's
your
my peanut butter toast.
I think those are your pizza rolls from your pizza rolls.
Yeah, no, those
Pizza
are
rolls from the Pizza
gone.
Roll
Those are
dispensers.
gone.
Yeah, that was 10 years ago, Andi Jo.
Yeah.
Old
back.
old stuff.
No, they
bring
never
it back.
left.
Oh, thanks for everybody who's saying hi in the chat. We appreciate you. It's going to be a great, fabulous show today. And the show would not be what it is if it wasn't for our amazing sponsors of the show. Daniel Alonso's Personalized Creations for all your customized needs, such as tumblers, t-shirts, and so much more, especially with the holidays right around the corner. Hit up Daniel Alonso's Personalized Creations right there on Facebook. Also, Toledo DJs and ToledoPix.com. Me and my son Nico's DJ business / photo booth / video / photography business. So if you got a wedding or event, please hit us up at ToledoDJs.com. Also, Natalie's Love at First Bite. Home of the Big Nick Burger. Andi Jo, you ever have Big Nick in your mouth? That's weird.
God, don't.
That's weird.
It's so weird.
So good.
So
But
weird.
it's so weird, but it's so good, Gina.
No, that you can't.
I thought Corey
say
was
that.
taking you. But it's true. I gotta see, Andi Jo. I got my own sandwich.
I
on
have to
on a
go
menu.
soon.
Wording's important.
Yeah. So
Right.
I didn't know. I didn't know how to transition into that.
No,
Gina.
your
Clearly.
transitions are terrible. Like,
Sorry.
the worst.
You got to preface it with,
Sorry
I suck
about
at
that.
transitions. Moving
Sorry
on.
about
right,
that.
right.
Write that down, intern. Oh, we don't have one.
We don't have
Yes,
We
we
don't
do
have
not
one.
have an intern.
or a production team or anything else
Waiting
for
for
that
them to walk
matter.
in.
No,
Oh,
they'll be waiting
man.
a very long time.
But yeah, Natalie's Love It food truck, the one of the few food trucks that does not shut down during the colder months. Hit her up on Facebook at Natalie's Love at First Bite. Also, Jason Hall, part of the Fesh group with Danbury Realtors. Helpful advice, real results. If you're in the market to buy or sell a house, check out Jason Hall. He's a good friend of mine and a good friend of the show. Hit him up, 419-509-3354. And he can do a real estate review. So if you have a property or some real estate that just needs a review on what it's worth and what he can do, just hit him up. Jason Hall, 419-509-335-335-335-335-335-335-335.
Pay her $1
trying.
for them 12.
I tried looking it up. I can't find it.
I'm on Columbia House's, like, I'm blackballed.
You're
from
on the watch
Columbia
list?
House.
Sandy
Yes.
Joe, back in the day, there was a company called Columbia House where you could buy a CD. And if you bought a CD, paid full price, you got 10 free?
12.
12?
Oh, wow.
12 free.
I think you buy one CD and then you can get 12 of them for $1.
Yeah.
But they billed you. You didn't have to send them the money up front.
Yeah.
So we would all just order,
Oh,
and then they'd send you the CDs, and nobody ever paid.
Nobody.
For them.
Yeah,
Ever paid
I
for it. They
still
went out
get
of
mail to
business.
this day with collections from 1998.
Pay that $20.
I don't want to. I don't have the CD anymore.
It's the principle of the matter now.
Yeah, it was a DMX CD. I don't have it anymore.
And he's dead. So
Yeah, and he's
doesn't
dead,
even
so why
matter
should I pay
anymore.
for that?
Right.
You don't
right.
need that money.
Also, Pandora Flooring.
I got you Pandora Flooring for all of your flooring needs. We've got a narrow store with a wide selection. I would say that the staff is hot, but
Then it'd be
I'm hot.
weird.
Good job, K-Lynn.
There
Why,
we
did you
go.
practice that before?
No.
Wow.
I just know how to talk. That's all.
Dang, she just jumped right in there.
I love
Yeah,
it.
the other thing we are sponsored by is going to be Burkett & Sons for all of your restaurant equipment needs. They also can do personal needs as well. So if you like to play with knives in your kitchen, not with people though, feel free to contact Corey at Burkett & Sons for your restaurant
Or if
equipment
you just
needs.
want to dance around with knives like Britney Spears.
That's hot.
get your-
That's
let's,
hot.
Let's not and say we did.
That's
I
hot.
mean, you should do everything with the confidence that Britney Spears dances with
She's so
knives.
confident.
That is. She's overly
She does
confident.
Yeah,
great.
I know my dad's listening to the show at one of my shows. There was karaoke afterwards, and my dad actually took the knives off the table at Jed's and did karaoke to Britney Spears and danced.
I love
Did
it.
he? Wow.
I am here for
Your
that.
dad sounds
Scale
like
of 1 to
a
10,
cool
how
person to
good
hang out
was
with.
he?
12.
Oh, for sure. Definitely.
like
a 12.
Did the knives elevate it to the 12?
It did.
Yeah. Oh, yeah,
It
yeah.
would have just been a 10, but the knives.
Yeah, the knives.
sealed it.
Oh,
That's right.
I can
That's
see him
right.
doing that. That's not bad. 12? We'll take that. Also, Sarah over at Renew You Med Spa over in Maumee. It's time for my weigh-in. I started about 10 weeks ago. I just started week 11 doing a little weight loss shot. She sends my shots home with me. I take a shot once a week. Super simple, super easy. I started almost 11 weeks ago at 344 pounds. My goal before the holidays, before New Year's, is under 300.
Okay.
My weigh-in as of as of Saturday, started at 344. I wanted to be under 300 by New Year's. Right now, I'm at 298.
Yeah.
298!
Congratulations.
Yes. I'm so proud of you.
I am premature on my goal, Gina.
You're premature on a lot of things, I bet. A lot.
We've heard.
Danielle, where are you?
she can confirm that. She can confirm
This
that.
is your time to shine
Yeah.
right now, Danielle.
I'm down 46 pounds in
That is
11
awesome.
weeks.
That is
Congratulations.
so awesome.
And it's getting so much easier. Like, I was worried the Saturday we had a Friendsgiving. We pull up, there's just tables and tables of desserts, mac and cheeses, cakes, cookies, and so much more. I just had some turkey.
There you go.
That's it. That's all I needed.
Good.
Yeah.
That's all I needed.
I think you were worried about that too. Like, what am I going to eat? Am
Right,
gonna
because
eat
I was getting
something wrong?
nervous.
Yeah, you just get all the non-carb stuff.
Yeah,
and-
I just went with turkey.
Yeah, you're good
turkey.
to go.
I had my regular spoon I was eating with. I had 3 scoops of mashed potatoes. So maybe,
I mean, that's
about
not
gravy?
that
maybe
bad.
2 bites.
Any
That's-
gravy?
It wasn't that bad.
You know what? That's less than 30 carbs.
Yeah.
So you're still,
Yeah.
that's still
did great.
perfect. Yeah.
Did great. Feel great. Everybody was complimenting at the party because they haven't seen me since camping season, so they see the huge difference. So
Nice.
I'm pretty excited.
Yeah.
46
Well, I can say-
pounds. If you would like to start your weight loss journey, hit up Sarah at Renew You Med Spa in Maumee. She's local. She's fantastic. If you have some questions, she has a bunch of different options that you can choose from for weight loss. Also, she does Botox, dermal fillers, weight loss, vitals, and liquid lipo. So hit her up,
I
Sarah.
want to do a
Nice.
lip flip.
Yeah?
Yeah, I think so. Because like as you age, this is some advice for you, Andi Jo. As you age, you start losing like pigment. Well, this is for specifically for Caucasian people. I'm not sure how
Wow.
this works for melanated people.
Kaylin, wow.
I never heard of that.
She said,
this might
"Stay
not
out of
be-
this, Kaylin."
No. I'm just
No, she wants me to confirm
Yes.
that this happens.
Oh.
To us
yes,
as well.
I'm
Oh, my
saying
bad.
is does
My
this
bad.
happen? Like I'm pretty sure it doesn't, but because black doesn't crack, and we all know that.
Very true.
So, anyways, you start losing some pigment around your lips a little bit, and so I want back my teenage fuller lips.
So what's a lip flip?
So it's like a little shot of Botox in the top and in the bottom, and it like literally flips your lip out like just a little
okay.
bit. Like I don't want fillers, but I want it to be like
It's a little flip.
back to where it was a few years ago. I never had big lips, but I didn't have these, whatever these are now.
You don't want to be like
whatever
those
lips
people
these
that
are.
have that thing that they suck on and their lips be like 5
No,
times. as
no,
big.
no.
Oh, the Gatorade bottle.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
don't want that.
How are my lips? Rate my lips.
Rate your lips.
Yeah, rate them.
Where are they?
I mean, no, he doesn't have that
kidding.
small lips. They're all right. I mean, I'd say probably
They
like
cool.
maybe a 6.
I'll take a 6.
You don't have like thin paper lips.
No, I
or
think I got
lips.
decent, medium,
That-
average.
Yeah.
That
No, you got
creepy
average lips, actually.
serial killer slash like some people have.
Like the
You don't-
straight across.
Yeah, you don't have that.
I got a little volume.
But why did I know exactly what you meant though when you
Yes.
said serial killer
See,
slash?
and you got a nice top lip shape.
Oh, thank you.
So yes,
I don't know.
Yeah, I would say
should take that.
6'7".
Okay, thank you.
So-
Thank you. I appreciate that. I'm going to take that. Thank you. I have a 6'7" rating on my lips, in case you're wondering. I'm with the studio of a bunch of women. All of our cycles are syncing, in case you guys were wondering, right here on the show. Started my
Poor
period.
Nick.
Started my period just a few
He's
minutes
trying to
ago.
connect to the Bluetooth.
I don't know what to do. My Lanta? I need my Lanta, or what is that? What's the stuff you guys take?
No, you don't want my Lanta.
No, actually,
Lanta?
yes, you do. Yes, you do.
Or
You want-
Midol. Is it
no,
Midol?
No, you want my Lanta.
My Lanta.
please.
I'll take some my Lanta, please. Babe, we need my Lanta down here.
You want some milk of magnesia.
Yes, I love magnesia.
That's what you take for your period.
I wanna
How about some
visit
magnesium
magnesia.
citrate. I think that's
I
what
think
he
that
needs.
would be it. Yes.
Magnesium
Let's do that.
citrate would be perfect.
Nice.
We're going to have this guy crapping his pants in a minute.
Wouldn't be my first time. Definitely not going to be my last, Gina.
Oh, that is sad.
What you guys weekend highlight? Let's start with Gina. Weekend. You got a highlight for the weekend?
I do. Oh,
Yeah.
I have. Okay, so I don't. You're single, right, Andi Jo?
Yes.
Okay, and I know
Wow.
K-Lynn is too, but you have
You
kids.
assumed.
I have a crumb snatcher.
Okay, you have a crumb snatcher.
Married
Okay.
to my career.
So, well, I've been a fan of Andi Jo's for a minute now, so just leave me alone, okay?
Okay, I'm sorry. I
trying not to.
apologize. I
I'm trying not
apologize.
to fangirl right now that I'm
Oh,
sitting next
you're-
to the Andi
Too
Jo.
You're
late.
holding back.
So yes, because I don't want to make it weird.
So when you first walked in the door and you started screaming, like, don't count that? Or
No,
what was that?
when you messaged and said she was going to be here,
Yeah.
like first of all, I knew K-Lynn was going to be here, so I was already excited. But then you said Andi Jo was going to be here too. I was like, oh my god.
When Corey said I'm not going to be here, I automatically hit Andi Jo's mom. I'm like, please, he's going to be so
laughed,
mad.
right? And I laughed so hard when you said that. I thought you were joking.
No.
I was like, at first, I was like, she's not really going to be there, and then I realized that you really were going to be here. I was like, oh my god,
He's
I'm
so
going to.
Corey's gonna be
No,
so
but I feel
mad.
bad
Because-
for Corey. I have to give Corey a huge shout out because he did come to my show
did.
at Danny's
He
back
did.
in
He did.
September.
He did.
And it was
Did
so
he hit on
sweet.
you?
No, I love.
He only
Corey.
I'm sure he did.
He
You
does
just didn't
that
know
in
it.
public, though. I don't think he does like all of the weirder stuff privately.
No, not on the show. He does everything, but
But
I think
he- yeah.
outside of
He's
here,
going to be upset because he's not here to hit on you.
Yes,
That's why.
because yes. So I'm sure he'll be messaging one of us soon. So we'll watch our phones.
So Corey, I made sure specifically
What am I
she
doing
sat in
next?
your seat, Corey.
That's nice. And when he comes in and he's sniffing the seat, next
Gina,
That's exactly what he's
Gina,
gonna do.
I know it's gonna be
Stop
gross.
it.
She's not wrong.
He's gonna be weird. You already know.
He sniffs his own seat after the show.
That
It's
is
weird.
probably true too.
It's weird. I've seen it.
So, anyways,
Yes.
I think in your house, Nick, does
sorry.
Danielle do a majority of like the planning, like trip planning, that kind of thing?
Honestly, like if it's date night, I think 90% I take.
No, I mean like
control.
vacations, not just date night.
No, we'll go over it together because we don't do many vacations. Like the few times we've gone to Mexico, but we sat down and planned it together.
Okay, so
Yeah.
I am the planner. So
Okay.
like Dubs does a lot. Like that Dubs is my kid's dad. We've been together for almost 22 years and we're not married. So he does a lot around the house. Like he handles like the stuff that a lot of people are like, I would never do that stuff. So he does all that, but I do all of the planning, like all of the executive functioning stuff. I do all of that. So we're planning to go to visit his family for Thanksgiving, and his family is a lot of them are in Pennsylvania, so that's kind of like our middle ground, New York and Pennsylvania.
Okay.
So we're going to Pennsylvania, and it used to be that for us, because there's 5 of us, Airbnbs were the way to go because it was cheaper. And now that's not the case anymore.
It's getting more expensive.
They are really expensive,
Oh, no,
and
Gina.
hotels are cheaper. So I ended
Really?
up getting a suite
Yeah.
with free breakfast, free hot breakfast at a Hilton, and it can sleep 6, so there's 3 beds, and it was only $700 for 5 nights.
That's not bad.
no,
good.
with
Okay,
free
so
breakfast.
it's how much again?
700.
700 for 5 nights. You divide that, it's $600 a night.
Yes,
$600 a
Your
night.
math is right. It's
$600 a night.
I think
I'm
might
pretty
have
good at
had you in
math. I know you're
class.
impressed. The $600 a night.
Yes,
does math
that's
like me.
exactly how
And
much
the
it is.
continental breakfast at a lot of the nicer hotels is actually really, really good.
Yeah, so we've had the Hilton breakfast
Yeah.
before. That's why
Waffles,
why we-
eggs.
yeah,
Like bacon and eggs.
Yeah.
pancakes, bacon,
Yeah.
eggs, sausage, muffins. So our plan is like go down first thing in the morning, and then like right before they're done, go down again and get another plate,
Yeah.
and then put it in the
That's what we
in the
just did.
fridge.
I just
Gina.
Are you flying or are you driving?
We're driving.
Okay, so take some Tupperware.
Oh, good idea.
K-Lynn.
I'm sorry.
What-
I'm not
what-
sorry.
Tell me something. Why is that wrong? They're just gonna toss whatever's left.
I think I'm a little bit mad
Mom,
because
I
I've
hope
never
you guys
thought
are
of
right.
that.
Oh, okay, that's what it
you
is.
take Tupperware.
Yeah.
Did you see how big my purse is?
But really, what's going to last? Like scrambled eggs? They're not going to last all.
I mean, you can reheat them.
Yeah, but who
they
wants
can do-
reheated scrambled eggs?
But they
Let's
can
be
do
real.
like the bacon,
Poor
the
people.
muffins, and stuff like that. It's like the hardest thing is like when you're in a hotel, all you can really do is put it in a napkin and shove it, like
Sure.
in your hand. But if
Sure.
you have some Tupperware or something like that, because they give you real plates, because
Right.
they don't want you walking off with it. But I have. But
sure.
you can do that.
We always take it back up to the thingy.
Yeah. So the
but-
only thing you could do really
to
is
our
put a
room.
plate on top of a plate like you would the
Yeah,
paper
yeah.
ones. And
So
you
the
hear
Tupperware is a good
porcelain
idea.
rubbing.
So that way it'll be a little bit cheaper
for
for
sure.
us to have, whatever throughout the day. So we don't have to buy 2 meals a day out. Plus we're going to be eating it with his family you figure Thanksgiving, the day after, we'll have leftovers for
So you're
3
taking
days.
off for the holidays.
Yes.
Oh.
We are going to hang out with his family because in 22 years, we have never done a major holiday with his family.
Really? So this is the first time.
Yep.
Do you see his family often or no?
No, we see them more now. But, when you're broke, and we were broke.
It's tough.
in the when your kids are little, you're broke. So
Right.
like that's just the norm. So when they were little, we couldn't travel with 3 little kids.
Where are you guys going again?
Pennsylvania. So it's in Allentown.
Okay.
So we couldn't travel to New York City. Plus, it's like his mom's apartment's very small. There really wasn't a lot of places to stay,
Right.
and hotels in New York City are really expensive.
Oh, I bet.
So it's been in the last few years, his family, some of his brothers have moved to Pennsylvania.
Because you think just a small trip like this for the 5 days, that's going to at least minimum probably $1,000?
$1,500.
$1,500?
For 5 of us.
That's a lot of money.
Yeah, for 5 of us.
For a trip.
$1,500.
Yeah.
So yeah, and we didn't have that before.
Right.
So it's just recently that we're able to do things like this. So we're trying to, and part of his mental health thing, because he's a recovering alcoholic. So when he decided to quit drinking, we had to take his mental health very seriously.
Right.
We had to figure
Yeah. Oh, for
out,
sure.
you have to get to the bottom of it.
Yeah.
And so part of our plan was for him to visit his family more and to see his family more often. So we've made it a point, like that money is set aside strictly to go see his family.
Good idea. Do you guys have a savings account just for trips?
We just budget it throughout the year. Like
Okay.
we budgeted in when we're doing our finances. Like when we decided if we could afford the car payments, what we did was we subtracted rental cars and things like that.
Yeah.
Because we're like, well, if we spend this much on rental cars every year, then we can afford this car payment.
Right.
So that's kind of the way.
So you
we
guys taking the
budgeted
Kia?
it.
You guys packing up the Kia?
Yes. We
Nice.
are packing up the Kia. Thank you,
Donnie
Donnie
P. Donnie P.
Yes.
Excellent.
So anyways, I was just curious if anybody had noticed that. And also I was just curious if anybody else had. It's mostly women, I think, that do that.
Do the planning?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
The problem that we kind of run into with traveling, and because my mom does kind of manages all of the booking, the hotels and the Airbnbs.
Yeah, I think that's a mom job.
We usually go with an Airbnb, but sometimes they book so quick.
Yes.
Some of them, like I played at Waterfront at Buckeye Lake this summer, and since it's kind of like a more so, I want to say like vacation spot, you had to book 3 days there.
Right.
Instead of just
So you had a minimum.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, a lot of places will have minimums.
Really?
now.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, that makes sense. And then I think for you too, another reason why is like because you are known.
Yeah.
So like you don't want to necessarily stay at a hotel because you are running the risk of random people. You can't go down and just eat breakfast at a hotel.
I'll tell you what I did. I played this hotel this summer. It's called Cherry Valley. It's in Newark. And their breakfast was so good.
You were like, I'm going to brave the crowd.
And it was also really nice too, just getting to be down there and meet with some fans as well. And
Good.
I want to say it doesn't really bother me, but we did before breakfast was done, we made another plate and then snuck it into our room.
Oh yeah, for sure. For
Extra
sure.
plate
But
food.
I don't think
As
that they
you
minded that
should.
Andi Jo did it.
Right.
So
Yeah.
they did. They gave me a little goodie bag. They put a bottle of bourbon in there,
Nice.
mug, and some treats in there. for me.
Sweet.
So with the holidays next week, in case you guys don't know, Thanksgiving is next week, also followed by Good Friday, Black Friday. Do you guys get anxiety with the holidays right around the corner? Like there's so much to do. Like Danielle's talking about everything we have to do, and there's so many get-togethers. It's almost to the point where I want to be like, let's just do our own thing and invite our kids. What do you guys do?
I do nothing.
So do you get invited to a bunch of places, but you choose not to go anywhere?
No, my family sucks.
Okay.
Corey is too far away.
Okay.
And he usually is with, as he calls her, Hot Gina's family. So he's usually there. I generally am just at home by myself. My son might go over his dad's house. He might not. I don't even cook anymore. Like I just eat a peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
So you just hang out, watch some Netflix.
Yeah, if that, I might be
Okay.
asleep all day.
All right.
I mean, it's just, to me, the holidays, you're supposed to be thankful, but you should be thankful every day, not just on
That's true.
Thanksgiving.
Yeah,
That's
that's
true.
true.
That's really
You
true.
know, and there's too many people. I had on a shirt yesterday. It said people, 1 star. Absolute nightmare. Would not recommend.
I get it though. I
don't
feel
like
it.
people.
You know
I don't
what
like
though?
crowds.
The fact that I know that that's true about you and that you still come hang out with us, it really does make me feel really good.
That's because y'all cool people.
Right.
Like K-Lynn, like if you can like get K-Lynn to hang out with you,
You're
when
cool.
She hates
You're
people
cool.
so much. You
I don't
gotta
hate
be
people.
all right.
Thanks,
I
K-Lynn.
love people because Jesus told me I have to. He did not say I have to like them. You tell me in the Bible where it says I have to like him. It's not in there.
But you like us, right?
Yeah, I like it.
Nice.
Cool.
We'll take
I
it.
love that.
We'll take it.
For me, we've never done anything on Thanksgiving Day. Like Thanksgiving Day, it's been my mom and dad, like, well, they'll have some non-traditional.
Yeah.
Usually what I do on Thanksgiving Day is I make a non-traditional meal and I just put a Facebook invite out. Like, don't be alone today. Come over.
That's great, Gina.
We have never had anybody do that though.
I would, if I didn't have
You
nothing
have
to do,
pets?
nothing to do, that might be cool one time just to do that. Just
Yeah.
show up.
We did during COVID though. We did
Nope.
one of those Facebook rooms.
Yeah.
And we just turned the computer on at the table like it was its own place.
That's cool.
And we had a whole bunch of people pop in during
That's really
COVID.
cool, Gina. That's a good idea.
That was the only time that people like came to dinner was, and then I told everybody too, like I'll have a to-go plate for you if you want food. So we did have people popping in on that Facebook room
On the
for
computer.
Thanksgiving Day. Yeah.
But no one actually
no
in
one's
person.
ever actually come
That
over.
would be gutsy.
Well, do you have pets?
I have a cat.
Oh, yep. See, I'm out.
You don't like cats?
I'm
I
allergic
love a
to
cat.
everything. I'm allergic to everything.
That's
I mean,
true.
I'm okay that nobody stops by.
I'll stop by for a plate.
I just think that everybody should, because the suicide rate during the holidays goes up
Oh,
exponentially.
for sure.
And
Definitely.
nobody should be alone during the
On any
holidays,
holidays.
unless it's a choice.
Right.
Like if it's a choice, that's fine. But you shouldn't have to be alone.
Because you got no family or friends
Right,
or things like
especially
that.
and it really, especially our LGBTQ community, because it's such a hard time. The holidays are such a hard time for that specific community.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because a lot of them have been ostracized from their family, or they had to cut ties for their own mental health.
Mm-hmm.
So I know I have a lot of friends in the LGBTQ community that I don't want to be alone. So don't be alone.
Don't be alone.
I mean,
Yeah.
this year. Sorry about your luck. I'm not going to be in town.
You can still go to Gina's. She just won't be there.
Right.
Right.
You're going to have to wait by the front door.
Yes, I will be home at some point. Well, I have people coming to stay at my house, so they'll be there.
Right.
But I don't know if they're cooking. So good luck.
Andi Jo, I know you have a huge or
Yeah.
family.
Yes, we are blessed beyond measure.
What do you guys do?
Thanksgiving.
You do your own thing or do you go everywhere?
We go everywhere. We go everywhere that we can. We go to my aunt and uncle's for our main kind of event for
Yeah.
Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
But now is
Are they local?
Yes,
They're local
Yeah.
here? Okay. So
Yeah.
you're not doing too much traveling.
Yeah,
that day.
everything is
Okay.
pretty much local for us
Nice.
for the holidays. But we are blessed beyond measures. The holidays aren't really stressful for us. I mean, my family and I, we love shopping, decorating. We actually just started doing a little bit of decorating as well. I know before Thanksgiving, but
Andi Jo,
I have 4
you skipping
shows
the
next
holiday.
week, so
There are
No,
people-
Gina's
you're
all
not.
about whatever makes you happy.
Yes,
Yeah.
please. If it brings you joy, do it. Nobody's going to skip Thanksgiving. Like that's not happening because somebody put up a Christmas tree.
Never
well,
know.
we always
never know.
Thanksgiving is very special to us. It was my grandpa's favorite holiday, so
Aw.
Yeah, so
Thanksgiving
she's
is
not
very,
skipping
very close.
it.
No, we don't. Skip
Now I
it.
feel bad.
And
Now I
come
feel
on,
bad.
I would not skip out on a plate.
Right, that too.
Come on.
That too. Like nobody's
Says the
skipping
smallest
food.
person in the room.
I mean, I bet she can eat though.
With-
You know what? It's the little ones that can always eat the most.
It really is.
Yeah. Brad, who we've had on the show a few times, he can out eat anybody that I've ever seen.
Yeah, he's told me like what he's had in a day. Like, oh, you know what I ate today? And then he'll like list it off. I'm like, oh my God, I just gained 13 pounds.
Yeah.
That's
from
the left side of the
listening to
menu.
you.
Mine and my dad's favorite is wings. He actually just texted me before this, and he was like, "Well, you're right by Hooters if you want to stop by and grab some for us." I'm like,
So
Wait,
good.
you mean
Yeah, I
he
do.
really goes to Hooters for the wings? That's a thing?
whatever,
"Well,
Dad.
we
Whatever,
like
Dad.
Hooters. Let's just say that
They have great
I'm
wings.
shocked.
I've
their
heard.
their wings are really, really good.
Oh.
We like beat ups too.
I've never noticed.
beat
the
ups
wing-
and pieces good
You
too.
said you never noticed.
I never know they have food.
What?
I didn't go there for food.
Yeah, Twin Peaks has food too.
I go there for their smiles.
Andi Jo, baked turkey, like regular traditional in the oven, deep fried, or smoked turkey. What's your favorite?
Oh, my aunt and uncle and my parents too, because we host Christmas. My
Yeah.
aunt and uncle host Thanksgiving. We've always just done the traditional turkey.
In the oven?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, and I think that there's something nice about tradition.
Yeah.
You know.
Gina,
I'm deep fried
deep fried?
all day, every day.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. K-Lynn, if you had a pick, what are you going with?
So my dad used to make a deep fried turkey.
Okay.
And it was so good, and I have not had a good.
You haven't went
deep fried
back.
turkey
Yeah, it's got to be done right.
So I'll have to say baked by me.
Okay.
'Cause
I've been tainted
know
by
why.
a deep fried turkey. Brother came over a couple years back, made a deep fried. Ugh.
Wait, did he do
wasn't
it too
good.
long?
You didn't like
I don't know. I felt like there was no preparation. Like I feel like you got to do a bunch of stuff to the turkey like beforehand. And
Yeah,
I feel like
you
it went
do.
from the car to the deep fryer.
Oh no.
It wasn't. I
Yeah.
didn't like it.
Yeah, that's
But
unfortunate.
I had some smoked turkey at our Friendsgiving this weekend that Ronnie made. Holy Jesus!
I don't like
so
smoked
juicy.
meat.
It was juicy. So if you wouldn't have told me that it was smoked, I would have guessed it was.
then
from
I
the
might have
oven.
liked
Yeah,
it.
I would have guessed it was from the oven because
You
I'm the
gotta
same
know
way.
how to cook
I don't
it.
like smoked stuff.
You got to know how to cook it if you do it in the oven. Because if one thing wrong, you got the driest turkey.
Yeah.
Do you do the
takes
bag
like
in the
a-
oven? I do the bag.
No. I actually will put the butter rub up under the skin of the turkey and on top of the turkey.
My mom and dad do that too.
and I'll do that, and that makes it nice.
So you get your hand right up in that.
Oh yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's the only way to do it. I put mine in my roaster. Like when I do make them, if I'm making either a chicken or a turkey, I put it in my roaster. But with a roaster, it's a little scary because you have to trust the process.
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
You can't peek because if you peek, you're going to ruin it.
Yeah.
So you have to just trust the process,
And that's
just-
hours.
it is. So you let it cook, and you're just like the whole time, like please.
Please, for the love of God.
Please let this be okay. And then like whatever time later, 8 hours later, you take the lid off and it's perfect. And it does it every time, but every time you start getting nervous, like, oh my gosh, like I just want to peek. I need to peek so
Because if
bad.
you screw it up, Gina, that's the bird for the food. That's your
it.
food.
There it
That's
goes.
that's all there is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah.
And it took you forever
Yeah.
to cook it,
Right.
Only
But-
to realize it was nasty.
Thankfully, though, turkey around Thanksgiving is relatively cheap.
Yeah.
So like,
They're
if
not
you
that expensive.
Do screw up a big bird? It's not like like honey baked ham. If you mess that up, you just dropped a lot of money.
Yeah.
there.
love
Nasty
ham.
anyways.
Me
Natalie's
too.
from
Me
Natalie's Love at
too.
First Bite said deep fried turkey is the best. Alex said he would pick no turkey.
I agree,
Thanksgiving.
Alex.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Your dad made me pick. Was that your Alex?
Dad Taylor said traditional, but I love Uncle Joe's deep fried turkey.
That's true. Yeah.
Just make a tent with it with foil. So wait, just make a tent with foil over the turkey?
Yeah,
Is that what you do?
Some people will put foil over
Okay.
the turkey so that it doesn't burn
Oh,
or dry out.
okay. I see what you mean.
helps
So it's
keep
not
it-
direct heat.
Yeah.
Okay. And then my mom said she's up at 5 a.m. starting for.
Yeah, I know a
Thanksgiving.
lot of people that do it that way.
It's a long day.
I just throw ribs in the crock pot.
That's
and be done
another
with it.
reason
love
why
ribs.
I don't do turkey because it is an all day process
Yeah.
and I'm not an all day
And then to
person.
clean up, Gina. Oh my God, there's so much to clean up.
You just get disposable everything. Sorry, environment, but I don't have time to do.
But even
8,000.
even without the disposable, like you still have your pans and all the stuff you're making everything with. There's so much.
I use the baking pans.
Yeah.
All of those are disposable. The only things that are not disposable are on the.
Oh, so you use like the
stovetop.
foil pans.
Yeah,
to
I
cook.
use all the foil
that's a
pans.
good idea.
Yeah,
I didn't think of that.
Yeah, because I don't want to do dishes.
So much, and it's a pain. It's almost a pain to
It
do
is.
all that.
It is a lot, and so that's why we always did non-traditional on Thanksgiving. But the Saturday after Thanksgiving, after the game,
Yeah.
we had our big family, but it's so big now that it's almost not fun. There's like 45.
That's
of
a
us.
lot of people.
It is.
That'll give me anxiety.
But this is the very first year in my entire life that I will not be there. The very first
Wait, what's
time.
the big game?
The game?
The game.
The Ohio State Michigan game?
The only game
The
that
game.
matters in all of sports.
I didn't know that.
Exactly.
I didn't know that was right after Thanksgiving. I thought it was
Yeah,
just random.
it's the Saturday
No,
after
it's a Saturday
Thanksgiving
after.
every
So
year.
we usually host a party at our house, but actually got booked at a bucket list venue.
What? Where at?
It's called Plain City, Ohio. It's about 20 minutes northwest of Columbus.
Oh, it's going to be a lot
So
of
we're
fun.
gonna go down there for the game, watch the game
That's
there.
awesome.
And then we'll be taking the stage. Ernest was just there a couple weeks ago, and so they want to have us there for the after party for when the Buckeyes win.
Of course.
Then they'll have me open up for some of the national acts that they have coming next year.
That's sweet.
Sweet.
So we got Thanksgiving on Thursday, Black Friday, and
Yep.
then the big game.
And then the
I've
game.
never knew that.
Yes. My daughter lives in Columbus, so she goes to OSU. And but she's going to be with us this weekend or that weekend, obviously. But next time you're going to be in Columbus, I'm going to have her go check you out because she'll
for
love
sure.
you. Yeah.
Well, we actually are getting a bunch of dates in Columbus
Awesome.
coming up too, which is
I'll have her help promote it on campus too.
Oh, thank you. I actually, my one of my best friends, her and her boyfriend go to Ohio State. It's actually her
perfect.
birthday today. Happy
Awesome.
birthday, Anna.
Happy birthday.
So Gina's daughter goes to Ohio State. I don't like to brag, but I went to Owens Community College.
Owens is an awesome school.
Thank you. I didn't graduate, but I went.
I'm a fan of Owens. You're not going to tell me nothing. I love Owens. I think it's a great school.
I went 20 years ago and I still owe. I still owe money for Owens.
So I went to Owens, BG, and UT. I've been to all of the local colleges. I still don't have a degree yet.
Yeah, me
I'm still
neither.
2 semesters away from
High
a
five,
degree,
Gina. High five.
and I owe $70,000. Yay me.
That's it?
So
Nice.
yeah, I know I'm an idiot. So young and dumb. So
You know you
I
get
will
that
tell you,
forgiven, right?
out of the 3 though that I went to,
Yeah.
I would say that Owens was my favorite. Like they have the best resources. Their
Everything's close.
Prices are cheaper.
Yeah.
Their campus is easier to navigate. I think.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe not for everybody, but I think it is. So yeah, there's nothing. I hate when people frown upon Owens. Like, oh, you should go to Owens. Owens is a great
It's a
school.
great school. It's cheap.
Yeah.
Well, sort of.
I mean,
100,000.
I mean, relatively speaking, right? So
Right,
like,
right. Oh, for
cheap,
sure.
cheap compared to UT and
Yeah.
cheap compared to BG.
For sure.
But it's definitely nothing. No college is cheap.
And then we got Roger said smoking turkey is the best as well.
I don't know if you're supposed to smoke it like that.
Ugh.
Smoking like he rolls a
You
robe
can't
of
smoke
turkey.
it, smoke it.
Right.
You got to put it in a
roast Tom the
smoker.
turkey.
Yeah. He's
Can't
like,
put it in papers.
about to roll this turkey blunt.
Yeah.
Like, wait, what?
Yeah. So speaking of horrible things,
Good transition. Good job. Good
I'm
job.
working on it. I'm working on it, Gina. Speaking of horrible things, this past weekend, Friday, one of the biggest fights in probably the last decade.
It was so bad. You got to preface this though, because the Serrano and Katie Taylor, the Taylor Serrano fight was amazing.
That was
Great fight.
Really
That was
good
one of the
fight.
best fights I have
Yeah.
ever seen.
Yeah.
That was a main event to us.
Yeah.
Yes, agreed.
Yeah.
Agreed. But Taylor did not win that fight. I don't care.
I was crying because they were getting beat.
agree.
Like they were both getting beat up pretty good.
Oh my gosh, Serrano's eye was disgusting.
Yeah.
Like her eyelid was like hanging
Man,
off
me
of
and
her
my mom
face.
were flinching every time we saw that. Ooh.
Yeah.
No, thank you.
So, but it was I'm not a huge boxing fan either, but Dubs is, so I end up having to watch it because it's what you do. But it was a really good fight though. Like it was one of the best ones. So
Yeah.
so let's start there. Let's give the women their props.
Girls did a
before-
great job.
Yes. Now we'll trash it because the rest was trash.
Now we're talking the main event on Netflix. The first time a huge event is being broadcasted on Netflix, aka the Temu of sporting events.
Temu. It's pronounced Temu.
Timu.
Are you kidding me?
No,
Pronounced
they did
Temu.
that. They rebranded as Temu.
I counted. I had 77 problems with Netflix.
I was gonna say, how many of your guys' did your guys' Netflix buffer too?
Yes, it did.
I didn't
buffer.
watch it.
Yeah.
I don't watch TV, so I missed out. So.
I don't often, but yeah.
You didn't miss much.
I heard.
You did miss, though. You did miss, and I'm sure Nick was getting here. I don't want to take it away from him.
No, go ahead. What do you got?
You totally missed Tyson's naked ass.
Yeah. Highlight of the game.
No, I didn't.
That
because
was
somebody
legit
put
the
it,
best
put it out
thing,
there.
though. That was legit the
You saw
best
it somehow.
thing.
You couldn't open your phone without somebody.
Yeah, somebody was like, and then I was like, whoa, okay.
Well, and it was really cute because he had like
His butt?
a little interview with his son. His son interviewed him, and then he like kissed his son on his cheek, and he was like, "Okay, love
Ass
you,"
cheek?
and then turns around and on his cheek.
Okay.
And turns around and walks away, and the camera like pans out, and he's walking away buck naked. He just got done kissing his son on the cheek.
Assless chaps on Amazon are up 800% this week.
Although I have
Because of
to
the
say,
fight.
for a 58-year-old ass, it really wasn't a bad ass.
I went in the bathroom and looked at mine like mine's not that bad.
Like
Mine's not that bad.
I was like, oh, you know what? That wasn't like horrible to look.
Yeah.
It wasn't old man ass.
Right.
yet.
shave it?
Right.
I don't know if he shaves it or if he just is naturally not very hairy there. But
Didn't look too bad.
And it wasn't like that old man saggy. Like
I understand. I know
clearly-
exactly what you mean. Well, because he works out. He's been telling it.
That's true.
Yeah, right. He
Glutes is
clearly
part of
does
his
workout
squats.
routine.
So I mean, I was. While nobody wanted to see that, I was mildly
No,
impressed.
there's some women who had hot flashes looking at that.
I'm sure.
They was
But
probably
Gina,
65.
after seeing the butt, the main event was coming up.
Trash.
The biggest fight in the last decade to be promoted.
Trash.
I heard
Have
they
you
were
guys
just
been
there to
watching
collect
his
the
like
check.
reels on all social media?
No.
Looking like a killer.
Yeah.
Who?
Mike Tyson.
Oh, well.
No,
all the
not,
little,
not,
like-
not from the fight, from him prepping.
Yeah.
From him like sparring and
Like
stuff like
on-
that.
the
TikTok and
videos
things like that.
Like before his entrance,
Yeah.
his videos, he was training hard.
He was a killer.
Yes, because he had to, because he almost died in June.
Jesus. Wait, what?
Yeah. Okay.
you didn't
So
know
Hold on. What I miss?
a lot. So all right, this fight, whatever. The fight's kind of the side story in all of this.
Yeah.
To be honest, here's a couple things. I'll give Jake Paul some props. Number
Okay.
one, he really wanted the women to have the platform. And he made sure they got paid for that fight. They got paid very
Because he
well.
pushed for them.
He did.
He pushed for
and
them.
so I got to give him all the props for that because I'm not a huge Jake Paul fan, but that was awesome.
Not many people are.
Right. That was
That's
fantastic.
True. Thanks, Andi Jo.
And then after the fight, he did a really good job. So we knew Mike Tyson had some health issues, but we didn't know the extent of it before the fight. So after the fight, he made a couple pretty appropriate statements. But firstly, with Mike Tyson, this is what he said. This is what he tweeted, and this is when he dropped the bomb of what he actually went through. He said, "This is one of those situations when you lost but still won. I'm grateful for last night. No regrets to get in the ring one last time. I almost died in June. Had 8 blood transfusions, lost half my blood and 25 pounds in the hospital. Wow. I had to fight to get healthy, to fight, so I won. To have my children see me stand toe-to-toe and finish 8 rounds with a talented fighter half my age in front of a packed Dallas Cowboys stadium is an experience that no man has the right to ask for. Thank you." Which is beautiful.
You know what, though? He did last 8 rounds.
He did. Although Jake Paul did say he did see him struggling and took it easy on him, a little bit easy on him, which, respect to him for that. But also, I probably would have kept that to myself.
Right. You don't have to say that.
But so somebody had commented and said Mike Tyson would have destroyed Jake Paul in 90 seconds. A prime Mike Tyson would have destroyed Jake Paul in 90 seconds. A 58-year-old Tyson went 8 rounds against a much fitter and very capable boxer half his age. Mock him all you like, but Mike's got the heart of a lion, balls of steel, and will always be an absolute legend. So that was somebody that commented. So Paul responded, and I'm going to give him props on this one too. He said, "Who mocked him? He's an effing beast. All respect to the baddest ever. It was an honor to share the ring with him."
That was cool.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah. So
I do have a question.
Yes.
Did an interpreter read Mike's statement so we can know what it was? There was no lisps in there.
It was on Twitter.
Oh, so
he typed it.
He typed that out.
I don't think he types with a lisp.
Okay.
Oh, Gina.
I think he's okay.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like
I don't think his
reading that
thumbs.
statement,
It's hard to understand
he
at
was really
times.
he was a good player.
It's not his thumbs.
What a
it's
legend. What a legend, though. What a legend to be in the ring with. Good props to both of them.
And how fun was it that my kids got to see Mike Tyson box live? Like, my kids weren't going to have the opportunity. It doesn't matter that he's 58. Like, first of all, anybody who, you can say anything you want to say, but none of us could fight either one of them.
No, I'm out of breath walking to the bathroom.
None of us would have lasted even one round with either of them.
No way.
So
no way. Props to both of them. Good job, you guys.
But the fight was trash.
The girls' fight was amazing, though.
It really was. Both of those ladies are very talented.
Yeah. I'd get beat up by the girls.
I definitely would.
One-handed.
Yeah.
I'd be beat.
And I thought I was a beast like back in the day because I'm undefeated. But looking at them, I was like, oh man, I'd have so got my ass beat.
You're undefeated?
You're undefeated?
I am.
Damn.
We're adding you to Team AJT Security right now.
I'm not anymore. I can't. We're going to have to talk about it. Okay.
So, Andi Jo, a little bit of backstory behind
She'll be the supervisor.
SS Gina. She was raised in Genoa, so she knows the streets.
Okay. I was raised in Genoa. That's a true story. She's got
Cobra blood running through.
I also know the streets. Like, I know both of those worlds. So.
Yeah, she knows maps. Google Maps.
I do know maps.
She knows Google Maps and Apple.
Yeah. Someone said Tyson for president. Also says Tyson handled the fight amazing. I think they both did good.
Yeah. I think that, I don't know. At what point do we forget the history, though?
Right.
Mike Tyson's got a pretty sketch history. Yeah. So, we're all like, oh, Mike Tyson, he's the GOAT. He's the baddest ever. He did some things.
Some sketchy things in his past.
Yeah.
Somebody was like, I'm mad I didn't see him bite anybody.
He was biting his glove
I'm not even talking about that. Like that. Yeah, he was biting
the thing with Robin Givens.
Yeah, he's been accused of rape by a couple of people. And
Tyson?
Yes.
Oh
yeah. And
that's
he
domestic violence.
I think he was convicted of rape, maybe not. But I know that there was a lot of domestic violence in his past, and there's a lot of things but I guess we have to give room to grow, right?
Exactly.
And he has done.
No one's perfect. None of us are. Paid his dues.
And he's been, he hasn't had any controversy in 25 years or more.
He's a dad. He's a good dad. So
yeah,
let's leave it on that note.
Yeah.
Good job. Good fight, guys. And they got paid. And they got paid big bucks.
Yeah. Tyson got 20 mil. Jake Paul got 40 mil.
How much, Gina, I'll ask all you ladies, would it cost for you to get in a ring with Mike Tyson at his prime?
I mean, it's going to be one punch and some brain damage. So I got to go with, you got to give me like 10 mil.
10 mil?
It's going to be
Andi Jo?
That's brain damage.
Andi Jo?
This is a moneymaker. You're looking at 20 mil.
Yeah.
Oh, you
That's
messed that
true.
face up.
If I had that face, I'd charge double too.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, for
Yeah,
sure. 'Cause
K-Lynn?
she's gorgeous.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and say 40 mil.
40 mil?
Because he ain't gotta touch me. I'm gonna stand in the ring, and be like, "Yep, I showed up.
Damn.
I'm gonna pick up my check in the box office."
I'm
that's smart.
doing 50.
50?
Yeah, because I'm telling you,
50 bucks.
there's gonna,
$50
$50. Yeah, just
but there's
enough to
gonna be
cover.
permanent damage.
Yeah.
There's no way
Oh, for
if you
sure.
get
Not
hit
if
by
he can touch me.
now, if you get hit by Prime Tyson,
Yeah.
there's damage.
My
For
head is
sure.
coming off
But
of my
who
body.
said he could hit us?
I mean, I think that was a given.
No.
no, All right.
No, he said to get in the ring.
Okay, well then
You're getting
yes.
hit.
I'll
You're
get in the
getting
ring.
hit.
I'll be the referee.
I don't know. Tyson in his prime,
But
he
if
was a
I gotta
bad
get hit
mofo.
by him, you're
I'll
gonna
be
get
the referee.
You're gonna be hurting.
So yeah, it was at Netflix. Netflix didn't do that good of a job for such a big event. I hope they get it together because it was kind of cool. Because if you had Netflix, you got to watch the show for
Yeah, it
free.
was
So that
nice.
was cool.
That was nice.
Let's just tighten it up a little bit, Netflix, and we'll be good. To
And
go.
I think they will because while like I get it, it was. I mean, it was rough, but I wouldn't call it disastrous.
Well, yeah,
Well,
you're right.
'cause you
I'll
had
give it a
to
6
restart
out
it
of
a
10.
couple
6 out of 10.
times. So there's room
That's
to grow.
true.
6
Well,
out of 10.
Netflix got, I don't know the exact number, but the amount of new subscriptions that they gained this year
Yeah.
was more than they've ever had in the last
Yeah.
5 years.
Really? Just from
Well,
the show?
and-
From the fight?
So
Yeah.
immediately after the fight, their stock dropped like a lot.
Yeah.
Like their stock crashed out, and now it's recovering. It's almost back to what it was. But the immediate effect of that was really bad.
People were mad.
Wow.
So I hope that some people got in there and got a good deal on some Netflix stock and made some money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they were saying tickets to get into the arena were
It's always crazy.
Astronomical.
Yeah. It's always crazy for boxing. But there were some huge stars there.
Yeah.
a lot. And there was
Yeah.
2 people who bought seats right next to the ring, 2 mil.
Wow. Man.
Each?
Can you imagine?
Right, that sound like each?
Like I can't even imagine having money where I could just drop 2 mil for a night out.
A night.
I can barely
That's
swipe my
crazy.
card for $2.
Man,
I had trouble getting gas earlier. I had to stop the pump at 50
Man, I'm
bucks.
budgeting my Christmas list.
right. Dubs took me to Texas Day, Brazil.
What?
It's
I thought we were going as a group.
I know, but I am running out of time.
Oh, that's,
That's right.
right.
I can't wait on you, Nick.
Comobility.
Yeah.
Let's talk about that, Gina.
Dude, it is comorbidity.
That's what I
know.
said.
I'm getting weight loss surgery. I know that sounded very morbid, didn't it? Like
I
I'm
know, I
running
was
out of
so
time. I'm
confused. I was
dying.
like,
Wait, real quick,
What's
before we
going
move on, before we talk about Gina's comobility, someone said, I heard that if Tyson knocked him out in the first 3 rounds, he wouldn't get paid.
I mean, maybe.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
But
but they
hey.
needed a show.
There was a lot
That's
of
true,
speculation
yeah.
though. Dubs was like, "Oh, somebody leaked the script," and he like read it to me like Tyson's gonna come out like an old Tyson in the first round, and then he's gonna get knocked out in the 5th round, and then when it didn't happen, we are like, "Oh."
Right.
So there was a lot of that.
But
lot of
he
speculations.
looked like his stamina looked so much better in his training videos up until when he
Well,
was
yeah,
out
because
there.
it was
like
5-second
whoa.
flashes.
Yeah.
I can
Very true.
look like Tyson for 5 seconds at a time.
I got some stamina for 5
agree.
seconds. You know what I'm talking about.
Stamina, stamina.
Stamina?
Yeah.
Or stamina?
Stamina.
Stamina,
Yeah.
that's it.
Well, the hard thing is, nobody really has their own Netflix subscription, so that's why they had to go and get one.
That's
So
why,
I can
because
watch the
everybody's
stock.
using K-Lynn's Netflix
Right.
subscription.
You know how many times I get please enter the 4-digit code. I just text it to my son because I know it's him.
And then Corey's
Yeah.
like, hey, get off Netflix. Me and Hot Gina are trying to watch something.
Yeah.
No, he has my Disney Plus and
So-
ESPN.
Before they
Yeah.
started cracking down on that, Dub's mom had the Netflix subscription and we just used hers.
Yeah.
And then his brother started like doing like premium features and like
Oh.
and I told him, I'm like, I don't want any part of this. Like 'cause
Yeah.
you can't tell who did it. So I'm like, I
Right.
don't want any part of this. So we just got our own
Yeah.
Netflix.
It's better
'cause I
off
didn't,
that
like,
sometime.
Yeah, I was like, I'm good. I don't want her thinking we charge all this money.
Right.
So thank you, but we're gonna get our own
Yeah.
Netflix. So
And it's not that much. If you
no,
think
it's
about
and I have the bundle, the
Yeah.
Netflix, Hulu,
Okay,
Disney
all 3.
Plus bundle. Yeah. So and it's not that bad.
it. So speaking of your comobility,
My
Morbidity.
comorbidity.
Oh, morbidity.
So in order to get surgery, you have to have. You can't just be overweight. You have to have something that affects your your life in some way, like can kill you.
underlying
Underlying
problems.
issue. So they call that a comorbidity.
That's what I said.
Comorbidity.
And
comorbidity.
he refuses to say the word correctly.
That's what I said. Comorbidity.
There's a story behind it, but I've told it so many times. I'm not going to do that again to everybody. So, my weight loss surgery is December 17th. So right now I'm on like a victory lap, so to speak, of restaurants that I really want to go to. And the Natalie's is on my list. So
got to.
Will be
you gonna
going
get the
to
Big
Natalie's.
Nick?
Yes.
Yeah, she is.
So I will be going to Natalie's before surgery. So,
Yes, she is.
But Texas de Brazil is if you don't know what it is, it's a Brazilian steakhouse, and you go and they bring around, they have this awesome like sidebar. It's not a salad bar. It's like where you go to get like things that you would eat with your meat, like
Corn.
steaks and
Mashed potatoes.
they have mashed potatoes. I don't think they had corn, but they have like this awesome shrimp salad. They have like the marinated
shrimp.
mushrooms. Some,
Oh,
it's like-
Gina.
and the food is amazing. And then they come
So hungry
around with
now.
these swords with meat on them. So I'd never had filet mignon before. And I had filet mignon for the first time. And now I'm like, well, shit, now I'm going to eat that for the rest of my life because I can't not.
You can't backpedal now.
No, it's one of those
Yeah.
things. Right? Once you
Philip
have fancy
Mignon.
things, you cannot go back.
And you know what, Gina? There's nowhere in Toledo that you can get a good filet mignon.
I mean, that might be true, but with my hopefully my tiny tummy can handle
It'll be a couple.
red
It'll be fine.
meat, and I can do a fillet because it's very small. So I should be able to eat a couple bites.
So for everyone who doesn't know, what is it called? Brazil?
Texas de Brazil.
They walk around with a huge sword and it has a bunch of meats on it, right?
Well, no, it's they. There's like a whole bunch of waiters that walk around with swords with one specific
One meat
on it.
one meat on it
But they
each.
come and you have a little card. It's got a red or a green, and you flip it. So if you're green, they just come over and they're like, it's this kind of meat. It's tri-tip. It's spicy piccata, I think they called it. There's Parmesan pork, bacon wrap fillets. There's like flank steak, and you can ask. Most of it's medium rare, but you
Yeah.
can ask them
longer.
to do it more if you want. cook
How
it
was
more.
it? How was it?
Freaking amazing.
Was it worth the talk?
100%.
Really?
100%.
How much was it a person?
So it's like $50 a person or $55 a person, but then their desserts, and of course we had to get their desserts.
$50 that's not bad. Golden
So-
Corral's like 18.
The carrot cake is the best cake I've ever had. Carrot cake I've ever had in my life. If you
What?
like carrot cake, it is the best I've ever had. We had the Brazilian cheesecake too, which was amazing. So our bill with tip came to $175
Just for two?
for just the two
Google
of
it,
us. So
Okay.
I mean, we had to each had a dessert, and I tipped pretty well. So I mean, all
I got
of
you.
it. So
That's not bad.
no, and we were stuffed, like just stuffed.
Yeah,
enough,
you were,
because when
Gina.
it's meat.
She got home.
But we didn't eat the
got stuffed twice.
the carb stuff. We were like, we're good. We pushed the salad bar
Yeah, eat
stuff
the good
aside.
stuff.
We just
Somebody
want the
want
meat.
no shrubbery.
Right. So it was definitely worth it. We went to the one in Ann Arbor. Ann Arbor is a whore. So, but we did go there.
Exactly.
Yes.
Amen.
Ann Arbor is a super cute place, but right now she's a whore.
Did you have to make reservations?
I don't know if we had to, but I do recommend you go to their website and make reservations.
So you did?
Yes, we
Okay,
did.
okay.
Because I think that it's so busy that if you don't, you might have to wait a minute.
Okay.
So
So it's definitely worth it.
I think so.
1 out of 10 stars?
I mean, I give it a 9.
Oh.
And the only reason I'll take away 1 star is because the tables are very packed together. So when you're trying to go maneuver through with this,
narrow walkways.
it's really
Oh,
hard,
yeah.
and
That's-
it's loud.
Because they're trying to pack as many people in there as
Right,
possible.
right. So because it's not some place you go and you're there for 30 minutes, then you leave. You want to stay and try all the different. So we tried every single meat they were offering there.
Gina, real quick, someone in the chat, Dad Taylor said if you can get $100 for $100 worth of gift cards for $75 for that place at Sam's.
Costco. Oh, yeah, you can do that.
I
Probably
wish I would have
Sam's or
known that.
Costco.
Yeah.
Dang it. Why didn't I talk about this before?
Danielle, when you listen to the show, hopefully in the next couple of days, buy us some cards for Texas de la Brazil.
Texas de
We
Brazil.
want to go to as a family. Is Texas de Brazil.
And they have one in Columbus because the thought was my Ohio State kid is getting a job in her field. Well, hopefully getting a job in her field, and her dad wants to take her out to celebrate.
That's the spot.
So we were like, this is a great place for her because she's a foodie.
Yeah.
So it's a great place. And the other, my youngest one, not so much because she's not really a foodie, but my middle one is a foodie. So.
Was it packed?
Yeah, it was pretty packed.
Was it?
I mean, it wasn't uncomfortably packed.
So I know you have to wait for more meats. How long? Like, was it?
We never waited.
So they're just always around.
It's a constant rotation.
So if you constantly have your card on green, you're constantly getting fed.
And they ask you, they tell you what they have,
Okay.
and then you can say yes or no.
Did you get everything? I'd try everything.
We tried a little bit of everything, like a couple bites of everything, and then when we started getting full, obviously we got a little more selective. So I
Okay.
only said yes to the fillets.
Do they bring chicken out as well?
Yeah, they have a couple chicken things. They have bacon wrapped chicken. I think they had a Parmesan encrusted chicken and
Okay.
Parmesan encrusted pork were the other meats.
Nice. If anybody would like to send me there for Christmas, or my birthday is also coming up in June, that'd be perfect. Thank
Are you a foodie, Andi Jo?
I am. Yeah.
Then you will love it. You will absolutely love it.
Well,
And the
foodies and
mushrooms,
sweets.
the mushrooms are amazing.
I can see
fire.
Andi Jo holding it down there.
Dad,
Like, her mom's
we have
like,
a lot
Andy,
of
like,
Columbus shows coming up.
You got some shows coming
Go
up. You might
down
want to
there
back
day
up.
before.
Go to
Make
Sam's
a
Club.
pit stop at Sam's.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Sam Clubs.
Head down there. Day
Yes,
beforehand.
do that.
You get $100 worth for only $75. That's a
It's
33% discount.
Definitely worth
Yes.
it.
33%
It's not a 33% discount, Nick.
36%
not.
discount. So.
Side note, if you take a big purse, you can take Tupperware.
K-Lynn, I'm sorry. You got to get the
Caitlin's
buzzer on
a
that.
genius. I got to start hanging out with her
Yeah.
more. She's so smart.
Real quick, before we move on to the show, don't forget we started last week, me and my daughter Mia, with the Backpack for Change. We started
yes,
the GoFundMe.
yes.
We're up like $200 already, Gina.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, what we're doing this holiday, we did it once before, is we are setting up backpacks. We're filling them up with gloves, hats, blankets, all your necessities such as deodorant, mouthwash, hand sanitizer, toothbrush,
Socks, right?
Socks,
Yes.
so much more in these backpacks. We're filling them up, and we are actually walking the streets of Toledo and passing them out to homeless people. Last time we did it was last year or 2 years ago. We did 50 backpacks. We want to do 100 this time around.
Love
So if you'd like to
that.
help us, we did start a GoFundMe page last week. Just scroll down and find our GoFundMe, and you can donate. Even a couple bucks helps us get our supplies that we need. And like I said, we're not just dropping it off, we're actually handing them out to homeless people. There's so many people on the streets of Toledo that don't have the means to get shelter or to be safe during the colder months, and it's here. So we're trying to do that.
And also, it's just an added bonus of just letting you, when you put something in their hand,
Yeah.
it just reminds them that there's people that
Yeah.
care and they matter.
Yeah. We used to do that Christmas Eve, I believe. Before COVID, we would make a bunch of meals and pass them out to
Yeah.
homeless
People are so
downtown.
grateful.
Yeah.
Like we would find like people just laying under a tree under cardboard. Like
Yeah.
that's their home.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really sad. Like my son, when he was younger, he would see like people on the corner with the signs and stuff like that. And he was like, "Mom, I want to give them money." I'm like, "You know what? We're going to give them something a little different." So we just got like a bunch of like the little shampoos and lotions and
Yeah.
soaps.
That's the stuff
and
they
put
need.
and put those with like some like granola bars and bottles of water in like a Ziploc bag.
Yeah.
And he would go and hand them out. And he was so proud. And this one lady, she just started crying. She was like, "Thank you." I was like, "You're welcome." And she was like, "Everybody just passes me up." And I'm like, "Okay, well, you still matter."
Right.
And it just warmed my heart. And he
Yeah.
was like, "It's okay, ma'am. I'll be praying for you." And I'm like,
Aw, that's
Yeah, we're gonna put some food in there as well, some water, some hand warmers, just so much. We're gonna fill it up as much as we can. The best part about it is that it's in a backpack, so I don't have to worry about carrying it. They can just throw it over their shoulder and take it wherever they're heading to next.
Yeah, and give them something to be able to help carry their stuff with them.
Yeah,
too. That's awesome.
So
I
that's
love it.
my daughter started it a couple years ago, and it got big. First year we did 50, want to do 100. So scroll down, check out our GoFundMe. Anything helps, even if it's a couple bucks for the holiday. That's going to a good cause. So it's called our Backpack for Change.
I love that.
We were just talking about Netflix a few minutes ago about the big fight that just happened with Tyson. What's it's the colder months, guys, and I can't go outside as much, so I'm really into a series. I want to watch a good series. What is the most amazing series you've probably ever watched?
Yellowstone.
Yellowstone. Okay.
Yep. And they are just now putting out the next season.
Okay. How many seasons of Yellowstone are out right now? Would you say? You guess.
5.
5. Okay.
And then they're doing a second part to season 5. That's
Okay.
what's coming out right now.
Okay.
Such a great
Have you
show.
seen the whole series?
I am on the last few episodes of the first part of season 5.
Okay.
So
Scale
would
1 to 10.
recommend 8 or 9.
Really?
Yes.
Gina, what do you got?
So Mars wants me to tell
Yeah.
you Supernatural is the current obsession. I also
Say it
have
again?
been Supernatural.
Okay, Supernatural.
If you don't know, Dean and Sam are the main characters, and they're smoking hot. So honestly, we could watch it on mute, and I could probably just watch because they're. You know what I'm talking about, K-Lynn?
No,
They're
but I'm gonna go watch it.
Smoking hot.
Thank you.
And they're
Thank you.
cute, and like the characters are cute that they play.
Okay.
But there's like 22 seasons of it, so
that's a lot.
If you want to binge, oh no, what is it? 15 seasons.
It's nice because, like you said, if you want to binge, you don't have to stop.
Right. So
Yeah.
that would be Mars's choice. I do like that show, but I wouldn't say best. My all-time favorite series.
Yeah.
And it's dark, but it's Handmaid's Tale.
Yeah?
Oh yeah. I mean, but it's only, I think we're on season 4, I believe. And the problem is that they wait so long to come out, and then they drop them really fast. So I watch them really fast, and now I'm just sitting here waiting. But I will tell you, like, is there a character that you guys know of that was played so well by somebody that you can't ever like see them in another role? Like
Rudy Huxtable.
Dwight on The Office.
Okay, so
Yeah.
he can never play another role to you. He's going to
No,
be Dwight.
I've seen him on different role.
And yours
Like,
was-
I
what was
can't
your
do it.
Rudy?
Rudy Huxtable.
Yeah, but she was rough watching her grow up because I didn't want her to grow up. I wanted her to be Rudy
Right.
forever. Do you have one, Andi Jo?
Yeah, I would say Beth Dutton in Yellowstone. I cannot
Picture him doing anything else.
picture her doing anything.
yes.
No.
She's kind of a badass in that.
She is.
Yeah.
She's such a badass. I saw her in another horror film that she did that's on Netflix, and I can't remember the name of it, but I'm like, I can't look at you the same because all I see is Beth.
So mine is from Handmaid's Tale, and it's, I forget her name, but in the show her name is Serena Joy, and I hate this character.
That's a harsh word,
No,
Gina.
no, like,
Despise.
I hate her.
Gina.
Well, you know
I
that's
hate
when
her.
their acting is good.
Yeah, I
Right.
mean she's
Is
amazing.
when you really feel that hate.
Like
towards
she,
her.
sorry, my throat. I need to go cough, but I
Got you a water?
I know I've been drinking it. So she plays this character so well
Yeah.
that I get very angry at her. And like if you bring her up, like my cousin will mess with me, like that's some Serena Joy stuff. And I'm like,
So you get mad about it, Gina?
I hate this woman. And so now with her character, like she was in some red carpet event. She looked beautiful. Like,
Probably
and I
the
was like,
sweetest person ever.
I hate her. Like this poor lady, like if I ever meet her, I'd probably snub her.
Dang.
Because I hate her character so much. You have to, I think if you watch it,
You'd understand better.
Like anybody that's listening, if you've seen Handmaid's Tale, like I'd like to know your take on Serena Joy. I've
never heard
loathe
of this series,
woman.
but I'm down to check something
It's
else
kind of dark.
out.
It's like a post-apocalyptic. It's kind of dark, but it's amazing.
So I've watched The 100. It's called The 100. I watched it a couple years back, and there's probably about 5-6 seasons. And I wanted to rewatch it because when you rewatch it, you understand it a little bit better.
Right.
So I started 2 weeks ago. I'm like, okay, I'll watch an episode here and there. Gina, I've watched 30 episodes.
yeah, that's what happens. Yeah. I feel like it's
Oh my
like eating.
God.
Like if you eat one chip.
Yeah.
You can't watch one
I
episode.
watched 5 episodes one day.
You're like, I'm just gonna watch one episode,
Yeah.
and then 3 hours later, it's like, are you still watching? Hell yeah, I'm still watching.
Gina,
trying to find the remote.
I skipped a meal.
Oh no. Well, that's what got you two under your 300.
That's right.
what got
That's
me.
what did it.
Yeah, that's what got me.
My mom and I too were also in our free time.
Yeah.
We've been watching Reba. They just put it on Netflix.
I love Reba.
And we were watching it the other night, and we got the Netflix notification. It's like, are you still watching? And we looked at each other and we were like, it's time to go to bed.
Yeah, it's
Right.
time to go.
Oops,
When
sorry.
Netflix is like, you still
But
watching
it's
here?
tough too because they're like 26-minute long episodes, so it's so easy for you to just go.
Yeah,
into the
we
next one.
do Brooklyn 99. Is that what it is, Mars? Is it Brooklyn 99 that we watch? Brooklyn 99's like that too. It's a really, really good show. It's got Adam Sandberg in it and Terry Crews.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a good one.
It's really, really funny. And so that one is also very bingeable. So like it's 26 minutes long, and you watch 3-4 episodes and you're like, oh man, wow, we've been watching for a while.
Sarah
now.
said she did that with Game of Thrones.
Yes, that's Dub's thing. He really likes Game of Thrones, so that's oh man, for me it's really like I say that, but so is Handmaid's Tale. But Game of Thrones is like effed up.
Is it?
Yeah, there's like
Never
brothers
seen
and
it.
sisters, and like I get it, and it's like a fantasy realm, and it's
Yeah.
like back in the day and all that, but also like it's still gross when they're trying to marry an old man to a 12-year-old girl. Like
Ugh,
it's
that's
gross.
weird. Okay, that's weird.
Yeah.
And she says same thing. You get so much more by rewatching it. Like I understand the 100 so much more now that I understand it.
Yeah, same thing with Handmaid's Tale was when we went back, and because there's like flashbacks in it, and you don't catch it until and then you're like, oh,
you're like that don't make sense until you rewatch
that's
it.
what that was.
Well, I have done that recently too with my movie that just got put on Amazon.
What?
Lifeguards.
What movie?
The Lifeguards. It's streaming on Amazon Prime.
Andi Jo, real quick.
Are you in it?
Hold on, little secret. I watched a little bit of it.
You have a movie on Netflix?
Amazon Prime.
I had to pay
Amazon
for
Prime.
it, Gina.
Oh, I have Amazon
That's
Prime.
how you know you made
Amazon
it big.
Prime.
Amazon Prime is
Text
called The
that
Lifeguards.
to me, Mars. We're going to watch that.
The Lifeguards. But now
Yeah.
that I've been going back and watching it, of course, I noticed so many little tidbits and little things that our director, Johnny Anthony, huge shout out to him, threw in that you wouldn't notice unless you go back and you rewatch it. So it's super cool.
Yeah.
And
Let's talk about the elephant in the room, Andi Jo.
I don't like to be called that.
And Corey's not here. But somebody in this room just won an award. Andi Jo, what happened?
It was me.
so
Just kidding. It wasn't.
film that I started called Un Dia Normal. It was just at a film festival in Los Angeles called the Peach Film Festival right on Santa Monica Boulevard.
That's amazing.
And I won Actress of the Year.
Nice.
Congratulations.
Wow.
I can't. It's still. I'm trying really hard to not. You're just a normal.
Just go ahead and fangirl. Just do
You
it.
can go for it. It's
But
okay.
like, if you guys have heard her voice, I mean, that alone, in and
Yeah.
of itself, is like she will blow you away. I don't care what genre of music you like. Andi Jo will blow you
Do it all.
away.
Well, if you're looking for plans this weekend, The Experience, my guys and I will be at Pat and Dandy's.
Ooh, and Pat and Dandy's.
Yes.
is
That's
a-
right down
a
the
fun
street.
bar.
Dandy's, yes.
Yes.
Yep.
So my Andi Jo story was, we have been orbiting each other for a long time now because like she'd be on the Andrew Z in the Morning show, but I wasn't there that day or whatever. I missed her.
You'd keep missing her.
And then she'd come here and I'd miss her. And like, I just kept missing her and all these things. So, we went to the Browns game and I knew you were going to sing because you had been on the show like the week before. So I knew you were going to sing. But we're like sitting there and we have like the seats right on the field and we're looking at the VIP section. I'm like, oh my gosh, look at that girl. That's so sparkly. Like I'm grabbing my sister. I'm like, oh, look how cute she is. Like we're talking about this girl and she was all sparkly.
So you didn't know it was her right away?
No idea. She had her back to us. So she had on these super cute boots, these super cute jeans and a sparkly little jersey tee. And we're like just fangirling over her outfit. This is a normal person down there. Like we're just talking about how awesome her outfit is. So then we're sitting there and they're about to sing the national anthem. And I grab my sister. I'm like, she's from Toledo. Like you got to listen to her. She's amazing. And I look up and she's on this little platform and it was her. She was sparkly. I was like, oh my gosh, that was the sparkly girl.
I owe all of that to my good friend Anna Ampa to Bling. You guys check her out on Facebook and Instagram, Ampa to Bling. She's the one who blinged out and bedazzled.
Oh, was
I need you to
amazing.
spell that.
AMP amp it to bling.
Okay.
It
so
bling.
cool. That's cool
You
that
said it
Gina
like that
was
was her
there
last
and
name.
seen
Sorry, I
it.
said it really fast.
She looked amazing. She sounded amazing, and I'm
Thank
like
you.
the whole time. And I've never met her at this point, but I'm like acting like I have. Like I'm like, oh my gosh, it's
like,
Andi
"That's my
Jo. Like
And you're like, she was just on our show.
yes, I had told my sister and my brother-in-law. I'm like, she was just on the podcast.
We know her.
That I go
We
on.
know her.
I think the best part too was when I called you guys.
Yes.
The next day.
This was
Yeah,
so
that was
exciting.
awesome.
To the
That's
show.
awesome. So I did get to see you perform live then, and so now I want to go to Pat and Dandy's.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah, and it's not just me. It'll be me and my band too. Me and my guys.
Awesome. That's awesome.
When are you there this week?
Friday.
Friday. Look at the schedule because
I think I can handle.
And
a
yeah, I
Friday
have my
night.
schedule for the rest of the year posted on
You know
my
what?
Facebook and Instagram.
I'm not
too.
doing anything Friday.
We should go.
So I'll see you at Pat and Dandy's.
You going, Gina?
That's right down the street from
I'm
your
down.
house. You
I'm
don't
like,
have
I'm
an
100% I got
excuse to
nothing.
not go. Yeah, I think I might go. I think I'm gonna call my cousin because
Let me
he's
know.
a Pat and Dandy's
We
regular.
get Corey to go.
So
K-Lynn,
Huh?
you go with us?
Ooh, that sounds like people.
it does, but it'll be
I'll
us.
be your protector.
We'll be there,
Somebody better call me.
and they have decent food.
We're telling you right
it's
now.
pretty decent.
We're telling you right
Man,
No,
we are
dead
going to get their
serious?
prime rib this week.
I get on
before
autopilot.
Yeah.
What time
So-
you playing? What time's the Andi Jo experience?
7.
At Pat and Dandy's.
Pat and Dandy's.
Pat and Dandy's.
Pat and Dandy's at 7.
Comorbidity.
Comobility, Gina.
Pat and Dandy's.
Pat and Dandy's at 7. And then, too,
Yeah.
Saturday morning, before the Buckeyes play, I will be performing at the Franklin Park Mall for the iHeartRadio Toy-a-thon.
Oh, cool. You got a lot going on this
love
week.
This weekend, and then next week I have a lot going on, too. Thanksgiving Eve, I'll be at Madhouse in Perrysburg. Black Friday, I'll be at Vine to Wine Winery. That's over on Central. And then Saturday for the game, that's where I'll be at the
This is
Gradery
making me
in
tired.
Plain
You're
City,
doing a
Ohio.
lot. You're doing.
You know,
a lot.
I finally
she's
had
young
this
enough.
past weekend. I just
Right.
had a weekend off since February.
Jesus.
And for my night off, I went to go see the Trans-Siberian Orchestra with my family.
Isn't that
That
amazing?
sounds fun.
Man,
Isn't
it
that
was
amazing?
An incredible show. And we had already gone, my mom and I, before we had went, but my dad didn't get to go with us. So me, my mom, my dad, my aunt and uncle, we all went.
Music. If you've never seen Trans-Siberian Orchestra live, it's
I do. That's on my
Phenomenal.
bucket list for sure.
you got to do it. It's
Yeah.
amazing. You feel it, like you almost tear up at certain times.
And I don't know why you
Me,
think
me
that
and my mom
she's-
were in a puddle.
I don't know why you think that she's tired from that. I did bar tours in my 20s. I went every 6 nights a week to bars and got drunk and then did it again the next night. Nobody even
Yeah, but
paid me.
performing, like that's
I performed.
Gina. Gina.
I performed.
No,
That
no,
she
we
was.
talking about at the bar though.
No, that's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about twerking. What do you guys think I'm
So we're gonna be
talking
there.
about?
We're gonna be there
Pat
Friday.
Andy's,
Somebody
be there.
call me because I get on autopilot. Corey actually should be in town on Friday
Okay.
if he gets his tire fixed.
Hit him up.
Because-
Hit him up after the show.
Yeah, our cousin's
Tell him we're
funeral is on
going.
He
Friday,
better be
so-
listening.
Who knows?
Should we call him?
Yeah,
No.
call him.
Should we call him?
I think we should.
We're calling him.
Call him and tell him we're going to
Hold on.
Pat and Dandy's
We'll call him.
Friday.
Let me find his number.
I
We're
mean,
gonna
he's
call
on my
Corey.
speed dial.
Corey called in sick.
I mean, he is my brother. I could call him
Hold
on
on.
speed dial.
Hold on a second.
Yeah, but he's got him on
We're
the
gonna call him.
where we can hear his audio.
Yeah. Hold on a second. We're gonna call him live on the show.
But I'm really not glad that he's not here, but I'm glad you are.
Well, thank you. I try not to.
Oh, here
fuck.
we go. 5, 6.
He probably ain't gonna answer because he probably listening.
Right. He's probably nuh-uh. Yes, he will because he knows Andi Jo's here. He'll answer.
And he don't know this number neither. He don't know this number. Hold on. Andi Jo, you talk to him.
Okay.
He probably thinks it's a bill collector.
He's going to say Corey W. King.
Getting my tire fixed.
Not this late at night. He's not going to answer
Wait.
the
Leave a message. Leave a message, Andy.
Tell him you missed him.
You've reached Corey W. King. Please leave a message.
Well, this is the worst call for you to not answer. What's up, Corey? It's Andi Jo. I'm here on the Big Nick Show. Really wish that you were here hanging out with us tonight, but you've got plans on Friday night. You and Nick and Gina and maybe K-Lynn are coming to Pat and Dandy's to come see the Andi Jo experience at 7 o'clock. So put it in your calendar, and I can't wait to see you then. Huge thank you to you two for coming to Danny's to come and see me.
Bye.
Boom. He's
was
going to
amazing.
lose it. He probably still doesn't know you're here.
He's going to
He's
save
not-
that
he
voice.
He does know that she's...
Here it comes. Here it comes. You're going to answer. You're going to answer.
I'm just going to go out here.
Hello?
Hello?
Is your refrigerator running?
Is my refrigerator running?
Yeah.
No, it is not. Actually, the lights are off. It's a very, very poor time in our lives.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, you know what won't be a poor time is if you come see Andi Jo, the Andi Jo experience at Pat and Dandy's with Nick and Gina on Friday at 7 o'clock. What's up, Corey? It's Andi Jo.
What's up, Andi Jo? How you doing?
How's that tire, Corey?
You know what? It's still flat. So I apologize. Andi Jo, first off and foremost, I am so upset that I am not there with you today.
Well, I'm
Corey,
upset,
real
too.
quick before we get started with this conversation, she is sitting in your seat.
I am.
How dare you let someone else sit in my throne?
We know
But
you're
if
gonna
someone-
sniff it when you get here.
Yeah.
Ew, no, I do a lot of weird things, and that is not.
That's where he draws the line.
Suddenly
he draws
he's
the line.
normal.
Yeah.
Suddenly he's normal.
He has limits.
That's where he-
Listen, I do miss you, and I do wish that you were here, but I am having a lot of fun with K-Lynn. I can't even lie.
Fair.
She didn't know you weren't here, Corey. Like when I told her, she was literally happy.
I was jumping up and down, actually, bouncing off the walls. No, I was very sad. I'm still very sad that you're not here, but hopefully I'll see you Friday.
I will be honest. I was upset because we didn't actually have another guest until after I said I wasn't going to be there. When I found it was you, I was like,
And that's when everybody was like, yeah, we'll come.
Yeah.
yeah.
Pretty much.
I was like, this is the absolute worst. I am so sorry. Please
That's
forgive me.
when you said that you were going to be here. That's when Nick called me.
Yeah.
Corey's not gonna be here. Hey, Andi Jo, what are you doing?
Right.
I sent her a fax and she answered that right away. That's the best way to get a hold
Well,
of her.
she didn't answer my carrier pigeon, so
My God.
That was a goat. That was a goat.
She
Corey.
rode on a horse and carriage here.
She did.
yeah.
So we're going. Hey, the cast of the show is going to the Andi Jo experience this Friday. This Friday, 7 o'clock.
Pat and Dandy's.
Okay. Friday, Pat and Dandy's. 7
We got a
o'clock.
VIP table that I'm going to actually have to write a piece of paper that says VIP once I get a table.
Get that
once we
tire
there.
fixed so you can be there, Corey.
All right. You know what? I will.
You should already be
I'll
here.
probably have to be at work Friday. I don't typically work on Fridays, but I'll probably have to be at work anyway.
Yeah.
I am going to say right now that I will be there.
You can come here
gonna
after
hold you
work.
to
You can
it.
come here after work. We can hang out, and then we can head to the show.
And just go up to the show.
Corey,
yeah.
you do know that we have something to do on Friday morning, right?
Oh, shoot. We do.
So
Yeah.
you'll already be in town.
Yeah. I got a whole funeral I got to be at.
Oh,
A hoe's funeral.
No, a whole
whole oh my gosh, Nick, you don't even know whose funeral it is.
I thought she said a hoe's funeral.
That's what I heard too, and I was like, "Whoa, Corey."
No, our cousin died.
Oh,
I'm so sorry for
sorry.
your loss.
I'm sorry.
Not a hoe's funeral. No, I don't got a hoe's funerals no more.
No.
Well, we're talking about Corey, and that's typically what he does. So,
Fair.
You're not supposed to go to funerals when you kill them.
oh, Gina. All right,
You would
Corey.
know, Gina. You
This
would know.
Friday, go to the
Friday.
funeral. You
What
come
time?
out, hang out afterwards if you want. We can go check out Andi Jo for a little bit.
All right. What time?
7 o'clock. We're going to be there about 6, so we can get a table.
All right. So the King will be there 6 o'clock this Friday. Mark it down. Andi Jo, thank you so much. I'm so
Fire.
sorry I missed you today.
No, it's okay. I'll see you Friday.
You guys
I'm
rock
having
out.
fun with her in your absence.
Okay.
Yes, thank you for
Don't-
not being here.
All right, Corey, we love you.
Love you.
All
Bye.
right,
Okay, bye.
Toodles and
Bye,
smooches.
Corey.
Speaking of saying, my bad and sorry, did you know that my bad and I'm sorry mean the same thing unless you're at a funeral? Just saying.
Yeah, no, that's true. You can say my bad and I'm sorry interchangeably unless you're at a funeral. Do not.
What
do
are some
that.
things you can say at a funeral, but you can't say in bed?
Or how about what things you can say at a funeral and in bed?
Okay, you start.
That's a stiff one.
You start.
I just did.
What'd you say?
That's a stiff one.
Gina.
What? Get your game.
What about, why are you just laying there?
Oh man.
I can't with y'all.
What about the other question of the day? Or
Yeah, I
the
didn't answer
topic
my
of the day
question.
That we were.
Grandma looks stuffed.
It looks like they're just sleeping.
Andi Jo about to walk out this door. She was like, I can't.
All right,
My
never
family's
mind.
listening.
Never mind. Sorry about that, guys.
Oh no,
Dad
it's not 'cause
Taylor,
my family's listening.
close
Dad
your
Taylor.
ears.
No, I hear it all at home. I'm actually
Yeah, but
kind
that
of
doesn't mean he
bummed.
wants to hear it from you.
I'm kind of bummed that. Oh gosh, I hear everything. Seriously,
I feel
like
you.
since
My
the
kids
time I
do
was
too.
12, I hear it all. But I have to give my parents props and credit for that because
Yeah.
my dad always says she's gonna go out into the real world and hear this stuff.
Yeah.
She might as well
Rather
hear it
hear it
now.
here.
Might as well hear it now
That's
with
the
us.
same thing.
Right.
That's the
Right?
same thing.
Might as well teach you.
My
Right.
kids, there's no topic off limits with my kids because I'd rather have them discuss things with me
Yeah.
than to
Yeah.
go out and discuss them with someone else.
Yeah.
And get the
So-
wrong info.
Yeah.
Why learn about tea bags on your own when mom can tell you about it?
Oh my goodness.
So, and we make jokes. We make jokes a lot.
As
So
do we.
it's okay.
Oh,
I actually
Gina.
just did a TikTok trend with my dad today before I came here. I don't know if you guys have seen it, but there's a trend where after you say something, you say the F, but I don't know if I
Oh,
can say
yes,
it.
I seen
Have
that.
you seen that trend? I
Yeah.
just did it with my dad today, and he was like giving me the weirdest looks, and he's like, "The F are you talking about?"
How can
The
they
F."
find you
It
on
was
TikTok? What's your
so funny.
TikTok your handle?
Andi Jo Taylor, not just TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, X, YouTube. you
all
name it.
Andi Jo.
Just Andi Jo Taylor.
It's
real easy.
ANDIJO.
J-O.
I got this.
Not
I
a
know
Y,
this.
not
Hey, Gina, stalker much?
Yes.
No, it's
Fan.
the female version
Fan.
of spelling.
Fan.
Thank you.
Fan, not stalker. Fan.
Are you on MySpace?
Oh my gosh.
No,
Does
but
she know what MySpace is?
I do know what
I am.
MySpace is.
She's a Pete.
MySpace was pretty popping back in the day.
It
She's
was
like,
really
MySpace
cool.
was the area of my bedroom. That was MySpace.
MySpace was cool back in the day. I mean, it's lame now, but back in the day, it was really good.
I wish you
my
could
mom
still
had
have your
MySpace.
top 10.
You would be in my top
What
10.
was it?
Would
Wasn't
I,
it-
Gina?
Was it like
Oh,
your top
Gina.
10 people, right?
Yeah, but the
and then
main
you could
page,
change
it showed your top 10 that you got to pick.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Wow.
you
I
didn't have
think
And
to
you could, like, remove 'em
It was
and add?
top 8. And like
Top
people
8.
used to get really genuinely mad. Like, why'd
Yeah.
you take me out of your top 8?
Yeah.
Like that was an argument back in the
Wow.
day.
It's like, why did you unfriend me on
What a time.
Instagram?
Yeah. Like, oh, you
Andi Jo,
unfollowed me?
you have a top 8
I have a top 8.
on your page. Who you picking?
On my page. Okay.
Yeah, top 8. Let's do top 4.
Top 4.
Yeah, top 4 right now.
Mom. Dad.
2 more.
Oh God.
Sister
I would
and
say
2 more.
my friend Madeline and the Big Nick Energy Show.
Oh, nice.
brother. Nice
Gina,
save.
top
My
4.
top 4?
Yeah, right now.
My top 4 would be, I guess Dubs and my kids. That's 4.
So you have just enough.
It'd be so lame. Yeah, that's lame. But you know what? No, I'm not. They're not in my top 4. They're in my life all the time.
Right.
So I would pick Crystal, Angie.
Friends, cousins, who are these people?
These are my BFFs that I grew up with.
Nice.
So Crystal I didn't grow up with. She came later.
Okay.
But you actually know Crystal Garcia.
Oh, yeah.
That's my BFF. She's my
Nice.
person. So it'd be Crystal, Angie, Melanie, and probably Dubs.
Nice. K-Lynn, top 4, MySpace.
I don't like people. No, it's fine.
Can't be your son.
-4.
Oh, it can't be? Well,
Nope.
dang. Okay. Well,
And it can't be Corey.
Oh, well, hell.
He wouldn't be in it anyway.
Yeah, that's true.
Corey actually would be in my top 4.
It's hard because she does actually like
That's
him,
her
so-
Make-A-Wish.
That's my Make-A-Wish.
She's so
So
nice.
my top 4 would be my best friend, Nikki.
Okay.
My best friend / son's godmother, Lexi. My best friend, Valerie.
Nice.
And the 4th one would be my parents in heaven.
Oh, way to get serious on us.
So I have an honorary mention that
Yeah.
I have.
She don't want to get yelled at
Yeah,
when she
what do you
get
got?
home.
Exactly.
Yeah.
My little brother Benson.
Oh, yeah.
Will also be in there. You can follow him on Instagram at
He has his own
Benson Owen
page.
Taylor. Yes, he has his own Instagram.
Oh,
so.
okay.
You're welcome.
Is he influencing?
She said you're
Is he an
welcome, Mom.
influencer?
He's everything.
Okay.
Right?
Whatever
He's
you want
an
him to be.
influencer. He's part of my security. Actually, head of my security.
Oh, okay.
He goes on the road with us everywhere.
Okay. How
But
old is he?
He's only 2.
Aww.
Yeah. He's a long-haired Chihuahua.
Oh.
And
So he's
I have to show
Mexican,
you guys a picture
Caitlin.
of
Oh,
him.
you
He's Mexican.
said...
But
Shut it up.
he always wants to come
Chihuahua.
with us and be on the road with Andi Jo. And like you said, I would get tired, which I don't get tired. I always tell people I'll just sleep when I'm dead, right? I'll be fine.
Right.
And I'm young. But Benson, however, once his nap time comes around or it's time for him to go to bed, he'll just
done.
pass out wherever.
Just
we're
wherever.
at. Yeah, it's fine. So, but I had to put him in my honorary mention. You're welcome.
Right.
And that's a great head of security. Chihuahuas are vicious.
No, he's actually very sweet.
Well, yeah,
Unless
until you
there's-
mess with his people.
Unless there's another dog around, he's super sweet. I was playing Buckeye Lake, like I said,
Yeah.
this summer, and there was this huge bull mastiff that was there,
Oh, those are big.
and Benson tried to go after him, like, I'm gonna attack this dog, and I'm like, dude, he will step on you.
Right. He will eat
Let's
you.
be serious.
Because in his
Let's be
mind,
real.
he's a big dog.
In his mind, he's a pit bull, right?
Yes.
Yes.
He's a big dog.
Yeah, but
Definitely.
had a security, also certified yapper, but that's okay.
Nice.
He only yaps to me though, but it's fine.
It's a Mexican dog.
It's like having a little brother. I'll tell you that much.
Hold on, Gina.
Yes.
Jen J said, what about her? in the
Oh,
top
Jen.
See, this is like MySpace all over again. Why
It
did you
is
do this?
Gina!
because if you would have gave me 8, she definitely would have been there. But Jen, Crystal, Melanie, and Angie they outrank you because they've been around longer. But Jen honestly would be she's one of the
She's
funniest.
boycotting the
people I've
show
ever
because
met.
of you, Gina.
She is honestly one of the funniest people I know. She would definitely be in my top something for sure.
Top something.
Yes.
Andi Jo, your mom said he's also backup vocals for you.
Oh yes, he has
Oh.
backup vocals. He'll
Nice.
sing with me sometimes.
Oh,
Nice.
It's
okay.
super sweet. Yeah,
I would love to see this.
All right. We did the
I'll show
series
you the video
show.
afterwards.
Andi
Oh,
Jo,
wait, I didn't give you mine.
Oh, go ahead. I
I don't
thought
have
we
one.
did your top 4. Oh, we didn't. You were
my
okay.
series.
You don't like people. What'd you go with?
So my series that I actually
Oh,
binge
that's actually
watched-
where we were. We were.
Yeah,
Oh, the
that's where we
series?
were. We went on.
Oh,
a first date.
we were
Yeah.
way
And
off.
then we went way sideways.
guys.
We went on a side quest.
Yeah, we always
It's
do
okay.
that. You always do that.
Jane the Virgin.
Jane the Virgin.
I actually like that show.
Okay.
That was a really good one. But what I watched recently is it's called The Worst Ex Ever. That is for my true crime people.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Thanks
it was
for
in my
listening,
That's
Lauren.
a documentary, right?
yeah, it was
Yeah,
it was in my what do you call it? Like the For You
The
whatever.
For You.
Yeah.
So what it is it's just like 5 episodes, maybe 6, I don't know. But basically what it is it talks about like the worst ex ever. So these people who went through like hell and high water with their exes.
Yeah.
And it's kind of cool because you see the real people that went through it, but then they have cartoons that are like doing the dramatics of it.
Yeah.
And it's actually, I was sitting there with my mouth just on the floor after one. I was like, what? Yeah, it's really good.
So that's your show.
Okay,
Yep.
so I'll have
That's
to
your
check
show.
that out too
Okay.
because that's in my
yeah,
little.
I think it's on Netflix.
Gina, we asked earlier on the Facebook page, you wanted me to post a question. And the question was, you want to talk about it? You want to bring it up?
Yeah, so I just saw this post and I was just curious about our listeners. What is something odd you find attractive? So like, is there something that's not like a traditional thing that you find attractive? So some of the things, should we start with some of the things that I read?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so some of
Yeah,
the things
start with
were
that.
like when men or women build fires and stuff. Someone said.
So they're handy in like okay,
Yeah,
nature.
like yeah,
Nature.
like they're gonna help them like apocalypse survival stuff, I guess.
I'm out.
When somebody remembers, right, me too. When somebody remembers tiny details about me, like my coffee order or my irrational fear of pigeons, which reminded me of Corey.
Corey?
that
is
is
that Corey?
totally Corey.
Is that Corey?
So like, I think that's a lot of women do think that, like that's something I think that's a woman thing.
Because if you remember them little things, that's kind of cute.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's nice. It's
impressive.
nice. When men or women who actually read books in their free time. Somebody said math, math skills.
I'm out. I'm out.
That's me.
We know.
Yeah, I'm
we know
out.
you're out.
33%.
Hey.
People with good posture. I thought that was a little weird.
Wow.
Yeah.
So what did I
It's
say
funny
before we
because
started?
when I read that, immediately I like
Me too.
straightened up and I just watched K-Lynn and Nick
Yeah, I
do
did the
that
same
out of
thing.
the corner of my
I literally
eye.
said
Andi
before we
Jo took
started
her
the
foot off the
show,
table. She's got one foot on the
I
table.
like
and
hiked up the chair and I was like, let me not have bad posture today.
Yeah,
Yeah.
see, that's
So-
attractive.
Yeah.
Somebody's finding you attractive for that.
Corey.
People with unique physical characteristic like unusual noses, imperfect smiles, crooked teeth, freckles, big ears. These were not all one person. You're in.
That's
you're in, Nick.
Quasimodo.
You're in. I don't think it needs to be all in the same person.
oh, so you can have one of each.
I think you have like one thing. I think if you have all those things wrong with you, visible veins, birthmarks.
You are Quasimodo.
Yeah, like all on one person is a little rough, but I think it's supposed to be like one, per
Yeah.
person. When someone who has a quick wit mixed with dark humor, that's me.
I love that.
Yeah, I'm pretty. Corey and I both are quick witted and very, very dark humor.
You're on the fly. You come up with something quick.
Yeah, I can hurt feelings quickly too.
It's true. It's true.
Collarbones are underrated. Someone said.
See my collarbone?
I don't think you can see mine. You can see yours.
Look at that tan. Forget the collarbone. Look at that tan. Look at my tan.
I don't have any. I mean, I do have collarbones. Clearly, you just can't see.
No, you
them.
don't, Gina.
I barely have
No,
a
you
neck right now. I mean, collarbones are pushing it.
Comobilities.
My comobility is going to be taken care of soon.
Yeah.
When someone gets really passionate about a niche topic they love, like medieval shipbuilding techniques was the example, or the migratory patterns of birds. Like when somebody
Sounds like something Corey would look for in a girl.
That's the over 70 crowd.
like when somebody nerds out, I guess, is probably what they mean.
That's a
Like,
European pigeon.
Someone nerds out on them. When someone is fascinated by me enjoying things like genuine curiosity and weird little hobbies or interests, I do like that too. Like,
I like the way Gina eats nuggets.
but like inhales them
you have issues.
Yeah.
with a straw.
10 piece in a straw, please.
Yeah,
Boba straw. That's how they get up there.
being courteous and nice to animals, that was always a thing for my mom used to say, watch how guys treat servers and animals.
Yeah.
Because that is how they will treat like the people that really are like what you would consider beneath them.
Gina, since you said that, and I don't want to stop you, but
It's okay.
I feel like I'm that way with cats now. I'll see a strange cat in the parking lot, and I'll get out, and I'm like,
Yes,
Yeah.
did you catch that from my child?
yeah, she almost got hit by a car.
Dude, my kid is like the cat whisperer. Everywhere we go, my kid finds stray animals. We went to Puerto Rico and like stray cats, and in Puerto Rico, it's really cool because they don't have stray animals. They have community animals. So
Okay.
like the whole community takes care of them.
Oh, okay.
So like when there's a bad storm coming in, they all put food and water out and like leave their you have like metal things that go
Yeah.
over your door. They leave them open
So the cats can
So
get
the
in.
cats and
That's
dogs,
nice.
stray cats and
That's nice.
dogs can
That's
get in.
sweet.
So, but all the stray cats were like gathered outside of our door, our condo door, because of this child.
Because you're a child.
Yes, it's a cat whisperer. It's the weirdest thing. So that's why Nick has a neighbor with a cat, and she the cat, and
Yeah.
the cat came running, and she went running to the cat, and they met in the middle of the street, and
It was like a Disney movie.
yeah. So people's voice when they're having a cold, that one was a weird one to me.
That's because it's a
that
raspy voice,
yeah,
so
that
it's
maybe
kinda
that
like-
raspy. I don't know. Asthma. Somebody said asthma.
I have asthma, and that is not fun.
That's funny.
Apparently,
Look, she can't breathe. That's
some
hot.
people find it sexy, right? I don't know. When someone whips out their inhaler in mid conversation,
Wow, that's a sexy nebulizer.
Handwriting and lowercase typers.
What?
I don't know. To me, that's a turn off. If you can't use punctuation in capital
Oh, my
letters, no
goodness.
thank
Oh,
you.
that's me 100%. Yeah, I'm
So
out.
for me, what
I'm out.
mine was, and I don't even think it's odd. I think it's relatively normal. But
Yeah.
intelligence,
Yes.
and humor. Those are my two. Like, if you're dumb or you're not funny at all, you have no sense of
Keep walking.
humor.
Right. If you're monotone.
Yeah, I can't. It won't.
Yeah.
You won't do anything for me.
Right.
So you have to be smart and you have to be funny. Are my two things that I find hot.
K-Lynn.
I am actually the same way. You got to have a sense of humor, and you have to have good sense about you. I'm not saying you have to have a super high IQ, but I think, as I said when we were talking about dating, I don't want you going, huh?
Yeah, at least
Right.
be able to have a
So,
conversation.
so
right?
for both of you, looks wasn't even a thing.
No, not really. I mean, it's a bonus if they're hot.
Right.
But I think looks are relative though. So maybe somebody I didn't think was maybe somebody that was a 5 to
Yeah.
me, and then I have a really good conversation with them, or
It
they're
elevates
really
them.
funny. They're going to be a 7.
Like
or
I'm a
8.
2 until I do math, and it bumps me up to a 3.
all the way up
Yeah.
to a 3.7.
Yeah, 3.7.
But I mean, even if you look let's look at some of these
11.5.
celebrities that are out here. Some of these rappers that look like they got hit in the face with a bag of nickels.
I mean,
Oh.
Lil Wayne.
People are
Lil
funny.
Wayne looks like a gremlin that
Yeah.
somebody wrote on.
Hey, I like that movie.
But he's very smart.
But
He is very
yes,
Very
he's
intelligent.
smart,
Very
very
intelligent.
intelligent, and that's what people should be attracted to. He's this, he's that.
Yeah.
You know, so
I
mean,
agree. Adam Sandler is not super. Oh, you know who else is my unconventional attractive guy? Is
Paul Blart.
yes.
Paul Blart.
Yes.
Yeah, we talked about that in a
He's,
recent show.
He is which now why am I drawing a blank on his actual name?
I can't think of it
I
either.
can
Is
it
see
Kevin James?
Yeah,
Kevin James.
James.
There you go, Andy Jo.
Kevin James. I think he is so hot to me because he's so funny and
Mm-hmm.
he makes me laugh. So he's
Yeah,
my
That's
hot
what's
guy.
about some
Their
good
whole
humor.
group, Adam Sandler.
Yeah, Adam.
James,
Yeah,
Rob Schneider, all of them. I love.
but I don't, Rob Schneider is. It doesn't even elevate him enough. He's very.
oh no,
funny,
I didn't mean
but-
it like that. I just meant
yeah.
all their movies.
He's funny,
that they're
but
in.
no, thank
That
you.
they're
Andy Jo, let's go to you.
Yes.
What are some odd things that you kind of find intriguing?
I would say.
Get right up on that mic.
Sorry, I would say if you know your way around the kitchen.
Oh, that's a good one.
Let me
Like,
show you this toast.
My mom loves it when my dad cooks for her.
No, that's
and
so
he
true.
Cooks for us all the time.
Is he a good cook?
So, oh my gosh,
Really good?
great cook.
Dubs doesn't, but I
Yes.
just pretend. I'm just
So
like, oh, he
good.
would be so hot in the
My
kitchen.
dad's beans, my dad's taco meat, chicken Alfredo. Broccoli
really?
chicken Alfredo is my favorite thing.
All right, Dad, you're gonna have to
makes.
bring some in.
And so anytime that I, have like an achievement or something
Yeah.
cool that I do, he always makes chicken Alfredo for
That's
me.
your go-to
he
meal.
makes that a lot.
Actress of the year, you owe me some chicken Alfredo.
Chicken Alfredo,
Yes,
Dad.
absolutely. That's chicken Alfredo worthy for sure.
We
Make
posted
it on
this on the
fire.
Big Nick Energy show also as well.
Yeah,
Someone
let's hear
said
this.
a bald head.
Okay.
Love me a bald-headed man.
Bald
okay.
guys. All right.
Kristen Fall said, I like rough hands.
Oh, I'm
Look at my hands. I got-
Is that a guy?
Wilson
Is
says
that
that.
I don't have
man or
rough hands.
woman?
That's a girl that's probably saying that about.
Okay.
Look at my hand. I got soft hands.
You have soft. Dubs has soft
Yeah.
hands too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Someone says his book choices.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
Lisa said nice clean shoes, fingernails, and clean cut hair and a nice smile.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's a good one.
That's good.
Swag. I would say swag and as a whole for all of that. He
I
has to
don't
have
think
swag.
Troy Bentley got it. He said a fresh mowed lawn with straight lines.
I think I understand.
I get it.
I'm pretty
Troy.
certain. I'm pretty certain Troy wants a landing strip. I think that's what he means. He wants her to, wave him on
this way,
in.
ladies. Right this way. And then someone said again the fingernails that are cut short where I can't really see the white ends. I don't know what that means.
Because she can't scratch them.
And then Crystal, the news on the streets, freaking the sheets, she said gap teeth.
Oh, Dubs has a big gap.
Does he?
Yes, it's so, and I love it. Yeah, I get it. I feel her. I understand.
I'm going to say someone that smells good.
Yeah.
Oh, a
Good
good smelling
hygiene.
person.
Like when you
Yeah.
walked in, like, was it last week, 2 weeks ago, Gina? You had whatever that fragrance was egg salad
Intoxic-
sandwich or
Winter
whatever it was.
candy apple. I meant to spray before I came in just
yeah.
for you.
Apple's
She
so
smelled
fire.
Isn't it
so
great?
good.
Yes.
Yeah.
So good.
I sprayed it like right before I walked in the door. So when I came in, I was like definitely like
Smells
just
so good.
smelling it.
That
And
and mahogany
I walked
teak
in
wood.
and Nick was like, "What is that?"
Yeah, I was in heaven. I love a good woman's scent.
Yeah, that's.
I think just good hygiene in general.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
gotta smell good. You gotta smell good.
Gotta wash your ass if you want to be hot. please wash your ass. That's like the women do not. They don't have we don't have a huge bar. Like wash your ass, keep your nails clean.
So simple. Mia said in the group, the way a man laughs.
Oh yeah, I think that was Corey's too, Mia. A unique laugh was his answer
Yeah.
for that.
She said you can't have a weird laugh, and you gotta
Oh.
smell good and be funny.
Mia, good luck, honey.
Alex in the group said, good breath. If you got bad breath, that's an instant no-go from the get-go.
Yeah, I think
well,
it's
yeah.
for anybody.
You got to be self-conscious about your breath.
I am self-conscious about my
Same
breath.
way.
Yeah.
Same way.
Like I
100%.
was looking for my Altoids before I came in.
Yeah.
And I couldn't find them. So now I'm like super
If you ever need some, I got some. I got the minis. You ever had the minis?
yeah, I love the minis.
Yeah, super
Yeah.
good. And sugar-free.
Strong.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
Yes.
They are.
Like I wanna singe your eyebrows with mint,
Yeah.
not with my
It burns.
not with my onion breath.
Not with halitosis.
Sarah said, Daddy is a good chef. He's the best.
Okay.
Yeah. You're phenomenal in the kitchen.
Yeah, I wish Dubs was. He's not. He does everything that man seriously will do almost anything in the house, but he does not cook and he does not do the CEO stuff of the house.
Okay, that's fine. I think.
Yeah.
I think. And I don't want to say I think. I feel like Danielle has a better grasp on that. She's more thorough than what I would do.
Yeah. Well, and for him, like I'm not just saying this. Like I know some women make jokes, but like there's honestly nothing hotter than because I hate cleaning the cat box. Like it's like then doing the dishes. Those are two things.
Yeah.
So when he does those things, like he gets so much hotter to me. I'm like, what do you want me to do?
What do you want me? I'll do anything.
Yes.
I'll do anything.
Like, what do I got to do to earn this? Because this is too sweet. Like, this is too that's real. Like, he is. I know a lot of people say like make jokes like, oh, he's so much hotter when he's running the vacuum. But
he
like,
is.
It really because my love language is acts of service.
Yeah.
So when he's doing things because he knows I hate them, that is like
That's an act of service.
He's telling me he loves me.
yeah.
Yeah.
And
you
so
love
I'm
it.
like,
You're just
oh
eating
my
it up.
gosh, I love him so much.
Someone said good hygiene, good cook, good at fixing stuff, good sense of humor. Who
Is
could
this
ask
all
for more?
one person?
Yeah, that's Nick's MC. I don't know what's your name, Nick's MC.
And
Always
also-
commenting on the show. We appreciate it.
Yes, thank you. But also, let's not get really picky.
I mean, at this
No, but
stage
that's
of my
okay
life,
if that's
I'm
what you
not
if that's
picky.
what you want.
Yeah, I know.
think-
I'm just kidding.
I think with my generation, you got to be picky and you got to have super high standards.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I feel like you almost have to anymore
Just because
because the nitty gritties get through. You don't
Yeah,
want
when
the
you get
nitty-gritties.
old, like us, like you got to be less picky though, because it's slim pickings.
Yeah.
right.
Well, you know what?
Lower
I can
your
attest
bar.
to that.
And then Daddy Taylor said, "When I come home and the house is smelling like candles,
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
and Andy Joe's not home, it's him and mom."
I got
Mama Taylor
I
and
got
Daddy
my own
Taylor.
wing of the house for a reason.
Her own wing.
Yes, I do. I
She
swear.
said, I don't want to hear nothing.
Right.
I hear that.
But
Even
you
the
know what
dog's
else?
downstairs with you.
I just thought of this
Yeah.
with specifically with my generation. If you can put your phone down and just have a conversation.
Oh,
Yes.
that's nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like
'Cause
that.
you don't
That's a
get-
good one.
you don't
That's a
get
good one,
that
Andy.
anymore
Paying
with
attention.
my- yeah, or being aware of your surroundings too.
When I'm driving, when I take Bella home and we're driving on campus,
Yeah.
you guys, nobody is looking up.
No, they're not.
Like these kids,
No. No.
they're trying to die.
Yeah.
And I'm not talking about just the kids walking, the ones driving,
Yeah.
or the ones on scooters.
Yeah.
They're on scooters. Looking at
Everybody,
the-
Gina.
It's insane.
Well, I didn't get a phone until I was a freshman in high school.
Good
and then
for
I
you.
wasn't
Good
allowed
for
to
your
have
parents.
Social media until I was a senior, and
Good
that was
for
only
your parents.
because
Good for your
Yeah.
parents.
all the cheer and all the things that I was participating in. Everybody was using social media as their main form of communication, which I hate.
Yeah.
Don't message me through Instagram or Snapchat, and put the phone down and just have a genuine
Yeah.
real
right,
conversation.
right.
I'm
Yes,
with you.
yes, yeah. I agree. I
talking.
like that
Keep
one,
talking, guys.
Andy Joe.
Thank you.
Yeah, buddy.
You say keep talking, we all stop
Yeah.
talking.
I know.
Yeah, that's what we do.
We're like, oh wait, what? Not follow directions? Okay.
We
But
don't
yeah,
like following
But no,
directions.
that's a huge one for me.
I'm curious about more for your generation. Like, what are some other ones, if you can think of any? Because there are some generation specific things.
There is. I would say clean shoes as well.
Okay.
Clean shoes anywhere that we go, where especially now playing more in Columbus and seeing some of the kids on campus, it's like everybody wears dirty shoes, and I take care of everything that I own, and especially now too as I start buying my own things. Like earlier we were talking about how before the show started I just bought myself brand new tires, and now that I'm starting to pay for more things for myself, I realize the value of it.
So you appreciate it
and
more.
I appreciate it more.
Yeah, you appreciate
so like
that more.
shoes and
You respect
especially
it more.
boots for me, like everything has to be clean, and when I look down and I see that you have dirty Air Force Ones on, I'm like, oh, okay.
Hard pass.
If you can't take care of your shoes, how are you gonna take care of
What
me
if they're
or
like
treat
their
me good,
daily
you know?
wearers, but they have other ones they go out
But you can still
in?
take care of something. It doesn't have to be like pristine. I don't think that's what she's saying.
No,
I
yeah.
think she's
Just
saying
clean.
like
Just like
clean.
they took
don't
care
have
of
them
it.
like
Okay.
dirty and run over.
Okay.
That's what they look like. They look like they've been drugged through the mud.
'Cause I
ran
have
over
students
my F-150
that will they walk like they waddle in, like I don't even know how to describe, because they don't want to crease
Crease
their
the shoes.
Crease
Yeah.
the shoes.
So like I have
Yes.
kids that like when they walk up the stairs, they walk up. I mean, they're
walk
so
up weird.
weird, and like they're gonna fall on their faces, and they just
They look silly.
And I'm like, you're
They
trying to
look
not
silly.
crease your shoes, and you're looking dumb doing it.
I do that with my Timbs. I can't even lie. I can't.
But
Do you
they don't
crease them?
care.
Do you
no,
crease them?
you can't crease Timbs. No.
So you walk. You do the walk.
You can. You just shouldn't.
Yes, you shouldn't. And me and my dad, we get a new pair of Timbs every season too, just because.
Must be nice.
You can't be out there wearing dirty creased Timbs, or unless like like we take good care of them. So
Unless you're
alright,
wearing
they're
them
good.
to work, which is what they're designed
Yeah.
to
Right.
do.
True.
Then they should be.
But if they're
dirty
more
and
for a
creased.
style thing.
And
Right.
Andy Jo, she's always going to work. Andy Jo, you said you had something for the show.
Yes, I do. I have a gift for you,
yes.
or just for the
Nice.
show in general.
Oh,
And I
look at
appreciate
this.
you for having me again.
Well, we appreciate you taking the time
I
out
am
of your
so
busy, crazy
glad
schedule.
you came. Yes, I'm
Thank
so
you.
thankful. I finally get to meet you in person. This is awesome.
This
Look
can
at
go
that.
Next to your 50-cent bottle.
And this was one of my favorite pictures. This is why I picked this one earlier.
Which beach?
Can we
To the
see
Big
too?
Nick Energy Show.
Oh, I love it.
Oh,
A signed
I
picture of
love
Andy
that.
Jo
Oh,
singing the
that's
national
you at the
anthem
game. With her blingy shirt on.
for the Cleveland
Shout out to
Browns.
Anna.
And she
Anna.
signed it.
I did.
It's gonna be
Thank
worth
you.
a lot of money.
Thank you so much, Andy Jo.
No, thank you. And
That's so
last time
amazing.
we were here, my dad says that we have a memory like an elephant. So anytime you guys call, if I can make it, I'll be here.
That's
Oh,
so
that's
great.
awesome.
Gina, when you weren't here, you know the bottle of vodka that I have signed by 50 Cent?
Yes.
We
I signed it
scratched
as
him off, and Andy Jo signed it.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
Actually.
Yeah.
But I still don't want beef with 50 cents. So maybe you should
So
say we
right
scratched it
now,
off.
Andy Jo has a little bit of beef.
I'm just saying that elevated the value of that.
yeah, it was worth nothing. Now
Next
it's
thing
worth.
you know, I'm going to be in a rap battle and I don't even rap, guys.
I'm like, she's gonna
Oh.
be. So her next
And
feature
50
on his
Cent's
album is done.
an asshole.
idea.
He's like a grade A asshole.
50 Cent?
Oh, he's terrible.
Really?
He's awful.
Well, you heard about him buying those tickets, didn't you?
for
What
no,
happened?
I don't even pay.
So I
What do you
think
know,
I think
K-Lynn?
it was
You got-
Ja Rule.
yeah.
I think it's Ja Rule. He can't stand him, right?
no, he
So-
can't. He killed
There's
Ja Rule's
beef.
career.
So what he did was Ja Rule was having a show.
Yeah.
And 50 Cent was like, man, his tickets ain't but $12.
I did
He
hear
bought
about
the
that.
first 4 rows of tickets so that when Ja Rule comes out, there's nobody
no one in the front row.
Isn't that it's so petty? He's just a jerk. Like one time, and he did.
That's kind of funny though.
I mean, I'm petty. I'm team petty all day.
I know, but he did apologize for this, so I probably should give some grace. But it was just like, come on, you can't tell me you didn't know better. There was a special needs person walking in the airport, and he was like following behind him, mocking him.
Oh, that's an asshole.
He's like, he's just to me like petty. I don't know. I think he's just a jerk. He's a bully.
I wonder if
Yeah.
he did the same thing for the Nickelback concert because there was also no one at that concert. I wonder if
I like Nickelback, and
I think that was not him.
I wonder if no one.
probably was
you
not.
can't
50
drink
Cent.
brownies.
I don't know if there's beef or what
No.
for the nickel.
Also, I will say about Ja Rule, I like Ja Rule, but
Yeah.
but 50 Cent had in one of their many
Beefs.
whatever, one of their many diss tracks, he said he sounded like Cookie Monster, and I can never unhear
you
it.
can't
now.
unhear that, Gina.
So now
does sound
every
like
time
Cookie
Ja
Monster.
Rule raps, I'm like, oh, he really
can hear
does
it.
sound like Cookie
"See, it's for
Monster.
Cookie."
Yes.
Andy Jo, maybe next time you can find a beat and put a rap together
Oh, man.
live on the show.
like on the fly?
Yeah,
On the
not on the fly, but like
Oh.
we could pre-do it.
And we should
Well,
have
I
Dubs
mean,
come in too. And rap
I'm
with
pretty
her.
good at improv.
You can rap battle against Corey.
Oh, well, she'll
Why?
win.
Why did you pick Corey
And
Nick?
Gina.
Why did
Could I
you
have a
pick
little bit
Corey,
more of a
Nick?
challenge than just Corey?
Oh, well.
Why did I pick Corey?
Because he's black.
Is he?
That's why. You
Is he though? Is he though?
I'm sorry, we're not black. Sorry, I didn't know.
Corey's not black.
Oh, okay. All right.
He wears slacks to the show. He's not.
And burlap.
Burlap.
And wallpaper. he wore burlap and he kept hugging me and he was,
It was
moist.
itchy and
it
moist.
was awful.
I
He
hate
was.
that
You ever
word.
not ring out an SOS pad? That was Corey. That
Oh
day.
yeah, it was awful.
Yeah.
It was
Moisture.
awful.
He's got a lot of moisture.
I was like, why are you damp?
Damn.
Stop touching me.
Yeah, and speaking of the
Damp is
phones,
crazy
like
work.
we're talking about phones just a little bit ago and how kids can't put them down. The
Yeah.
parents are just as bad, especially when, and I know I've talked about this before, but going out to eat, it bothers me to no end. Put your phones down during dinner.
You know, they have
It's that
something
simple.
where like a group of friends goes out and they all put their phone in
Yeah.
the center of the table. And the first person that picks up their phone is the
Yeah.
one that has to pay the bill.
Yeah, I had
Yeah.
a student who had a birthday dinner out and he wanted me to go, so I went and it was like a bunch of students and then the student's uncle, and you were showing off Andi Jo.
Yeah,
I
I'm
love
showing
it.
my new picture. She even signed it.
And so I did that. I had them because they were all just sitting there staring at their phones. And I'm like, everybody put their phones in the middle of the table. And even though I was there in a personal capacity, I still have the teacher vibes. So I was like, everybody put your phone in the middle of the table. You guys,
I don't blame you.
We're gonna
Yeah.
visit in real life.
I remember, so my senior year of cheer, I was captain of the team, and we hosted the kind of first get together of the
Yeah.
season, introduction for the incoming freshmen. And the first thing that my mom did is she got a box and she made everyone put their phone in the
Yes.
box.
Yep.
Good
Yeah.
for mom.
And they were like,
Blown away, I'm
what's
sure.
going on? Why do I have to? My mom's like, you guys are going to talk, get to know each other.
Mm-hmm. Be
We have a bunch of
present,
games.
guys. Be present.
Yes.
Yeah.
Anytime
It's so
that-
hard.
Going back to dinner, anytime that we go out to dinner, we always put our phones down.
That was my biggest rule, especially when the kids were little, like even growing up, and even till now, if we all go out to eat, no one gets their phones out. It's I take it as disrespect.
That was
My
our biggest
kids
rule,
don't
too.
really do that. Like when we're doing things as a family, I don't really have it. I don't have to tell them to do that. They generally
just do it.
do.
Yeah.
But there are times where, when we're all eating dinner, we're all on our phones, and because we also need downtime.
Right.
So if
100%.
sometimes that's the way we shut our brains down, or the kids want to listen to music because they had a day or whatever.
Yeah.
Then I don't. But I mean, when you're in the moment, you should. I'm trying to think. Like when Dubs and I went out to eat, because we don't do date nights often.
Yeah, you don't. You really don't talk
we don't
much
have
about
time.
it. Right.
But I don't think we did. I can't remember. Like we didn't take food pictures. We didn't take, except for when we were leaving.
You
we
enjoy
took
the moment.
one.
You gotta take one. You gotta take one.
We did.
Oh, that's the worst. So
We very much
Yeah. I wanna
enjoyed.
see your sandwich.
We very much enjoyed each other's company and just talking about the restaurant and the experience
Yeah.
and things like that. So I'm pretty sure we didn't even just naturally didn't get on the phone.
See, K-Lynn, I know you
that.
just said something about taking a picture of a sandwich. I like taking the picture just at least one of the event because I can post it on my Facebook, not because I want to show everybody, but in a year from now, in 2 years from
Yes.
now, it'll show up in my memory. So that's like my photo album and reminder
Yeah.
of the things that I went through in life.
Oh no, I'm cool with that. I think it's just the people that like, oh, this is my turkey dinner for Thanksgiving.
Right.
Why do I need to see that? Why
Right.
why can't I see the
Right.
people that you're at Thanksgiving
Right.
with?
Yeah.
That's my
Or
issue.
90 videos of the Trans-Siberian Orchestra.
Yeah, well then there's
that's
that.
the worst too. We went to. So glad that you said that. When we were at the orchestra,
Yeah.
we're just sitting there, just taking it in, right?
yeah.
We look at the floor.
You see
and
phones.
all
Everybody's phone.
everywhere.
Yeah.
Be present in a concert.
And
You
Andi
can't-
Jo,
I
what is
never
what is
take
your
pictures,
phone
never take
going to
video.
record? Like, it's not that great. Your phone's not going to capture that great of a
Yeah,
of
it's
a
not
show.
the same.
No.
I will say Mars plays the steel pan. So Mars goes
Really?
to TSA. Mars
What?
plays
Wow.
Mars plays like 6 instruments.
That's awesome.
Oh,
So-
there is talent in the family.
Yes.
Yeah, nerd the band.
Yeah, and draws like
Really?
amazing. Draws amazingly well. So yeah, this is
Awesome.
like this is the talent wrapped up in one little
All in
bundle.
one.
Yeah.
So not the whole family. Just we're gonna put it all in one here.
Like I'm okay at some things.
Like
but
what?
My kid's amazing
She says
at
like
it.
what?
What are you good at?
I draw. I like to draw.
You good draw?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm good at relationship building, which that might sound weird, but like I'm good at connecting with people.
It's very
Okay.
important.
I feel that.
Yeah. So that's a skill. But yeah, I can draw. I in school my art teacher had to make up an art class because I had taken all of them. So it was like advanced art 5 or something stupid that they had to make up.
So you don't have to color in the lines. You have to color on them.
Okay, whatever you
Right.
said.
Too much?
Yes,
Too much.
whatever you said.
My bad.
So, anyways, my kid plays the steel pan. So whenever I go to concerts, she wants me to record.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
So it's like I don't want to record
Oh.
because
No, that
I
I
want to
understand.
But you
be
can
in
You
like
wanna
set up a
watch it.
tripod and just
yeah,
put it
that's
up there.
doing too much. But what ends up happening is I just learned how to record. Like, I do this and I watch.
okay.
But a lot of times, like, it'll like veer off and I'll be like, oh, oops.
Yeah, that's kind of the pickle that my mom's in, because my mom, obviously we want content and footage
Right.
of
Yeah.
me and the band for promoting and
Yeah.
marketing purposes. And two, we always, after a show, when we do rehearsal again, we always watch footage of us and say, okay, what are some things that we could do better? Or, hey, that was really good. Let's keep that same energy for the next show. So, but it's tough because my mom obviously wants to just sit there and enjoy the show,
And just take it
but
in. Yeah.
you
she's
get a
also
tripod.
designated photographer.
To be so young, Andi Jo, and have that mindset, I think is absolutely amazing. I think I do the same
you.
thing. Once the show's over, I'll listen to this show all week long,
Yeah.
just to see what's the best parts of it that we can elaborate on and build off of that, compared to what part of the show is not so great, so we can kind of avoid that for future shows.
Right. I
Yeah.
do that with interviews
Right.
too, unless it's something live or like on the radio where I can't go back and listen to it.
Yeah.
But like after I did the show the first time, me, my mom, and my dad, we sat and we watched it together, and we were like, okay, because they're my team. And without them, I wouldn't be, number one, doing what I'm doing,
You wouldn't
or
be
have
here.
the mentality, or be here, or have the strong foundation
Yeah.
and mentality that I have to
Yeah.
be able to do this.
Yeah.
So we sit and we'll rewatch it and we'll take notes and say, okay, what are things that we can do better? Or, hey, that was really good. Keep that up.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
That's great.
So-
That's great
See,
to
I
think like
don't
that.
go back and watch the shows because I don't like the way my voice sounds.
Same.
Really?
When I rewatch things.
That's
You
how
know.
I was. I just had
And
to
I
get
think
over
You have a
it.
great voice,
it's
Gina.
really cringe. Not to me though, but there's a science behind that. But it's very cringe for me to go back and watch.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
Or I always think of something I should have said or shouldn't have said, or
Yeah.
like that's like, so I'm like,
I get it.
eh.
I
I'm
get
the
that.
same way. I don't.
So I don't do that, but I don't have to do that. Like for you, it kind of makes sense, but for
Yeah.
me, I don't have to do it. I just listen to whatever Nick says. Like, hey, don't do that.
They wait for the email on Mondays.
Because
Yeah.
he's the one to listen to the show 45
Right. He listened to it and he
Yeah.
goes back, and I trust him.
Well,
I
that's
trust
good.
his judgment.
It's good
and
that you do that.
and it's his show. there's
That
that.
too.
Well, I feel like there's some parts where we shine our highlights, but then there's other parts where like, we probably should avoid that. I don't feel that's good for a show.
Yeah. Yeah.
And we're still learning. I don't know exactly. This is the first show I've ever done, so I don't.
Well, we don't
I'm just
really
kinda using my
have
best
a,
judgment.
You're only 31 episodes in.
Right.
Well,
We're still a
You're
baby.
still in
It's a
your
lot.
third trimester.
Right.
You haven't even
Really?
given birth yet.
I'm 10 months. Isn't that how long babies?
Absolutely
Stop
not.
talking.
How long are babies in a? Not 10
Well, yeah,
months?
it is. It's technically 10 months. It's
Almost a
40
year,
weeks,
right?
But
Or is it a baby
So that's a
elephant?
math class.
Oh my
Skipped
God.
health class.
Elephants
it's
are
2 years.
2 years.
Yeah, it's like 24
Elephants are
months.
2
or 18
years?
months.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
No,
it's
thank
a no
you.
for me.
I was in my mom's belly for 2 years.
You're stupid.
It's a long time
You
to
are
be
really
in there.
special.
It's very special.
Man.
Yeah.
Annie Jo, I know you wrote down some stuff for today. What do you got?
Yeah,
Anything
let's-
that you want to bring? Do you have anything?
Oh. She was like,
Like, I didn't know. Mom said you might have some stuff to talk about.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I pretty much
Summed it all up.
Summed it all up. Covered everything. Actress of the year, the lifeguards
That's
being on
awesome.
Amazon Prime. Pat and
Great movie. I
Debbie's
watched a little bit of it
this
because I only had a
Friday.
little bit and I didn't want to forget about it. So I'm like, I want to download it now.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
I
Yeah,
just thought
absolutely.
of a missed opportunity, Andi Jo, and I apologize to you, but a friend had posted, like, when you think of Toledo famous, who do you think of? And you should have been the first person on my list. Oh, totally should have
Who
been.
was it? Was it Corey that you thought of first?
No, it was like, I think I just went too big. I went like Jamie Farr and Danny Thomas and like Katie Holmes. Like I just kind of went big, and then I think at the end I mentioned Andrew. But really, you should have definitely been in that
well, I
list.
appreciate that.
for
Thank
sure.
This is my big pick. Only the Cleveland Browns. Gina.
That was awesome. Seeing
That
her
was-
live do that. That was, and you don't even. Are you nervous? Like
No.
you weren't nervous because
No,
you
it
don't
was,
look nervous.
It was more so adrenaline. I was
Oh, for sure.
dying to
Is
get
that
out
the
there.
biggest crowd you've ever performed in
crowd.
front of?
Yeah, first stadium
There
I've
were.
ever played.
It's so hard to, I think, describe to people like how many. If you've never been to a
Never been,
professional,
NFL.
it's there's so many people. You
There's a lot
guys.
of people.
I
There
mean,
is.
it's like it's massive amounts of people. I think they were, was it like 50,000, the crowd or something?
68,000.
68,000.
68.
So, yeah, it's like, I mean, this huge amounts of people, and she's up there and she's in front, like in the middle of all this, and looks like this is a normal, like, I'm like, how is she not like puking?
Yeah. Something I wanted to ask you about, and that reminded me, Gina, something I wanted to ask you last time about that. Is there like a teleprompter that has the words just in case?
No.
Really?
No.
Oh, and it was so flawless.
No,
What?
you have to know that
You
song.
have to, yeah.
I know, but I get you have to know it. Like, I
Well,
know it,
my
but if
least
I got
favorite
70,000 people in
No.
front of me.
No.
My least favorite thing is when I talk to people about performing the anthem, because obviously,
Yeah.
I mean, the Cleveland Browns was the biggest crowd that I've ever done it for, but I've done it for the Ohio State hockey team, the dance
Yeah.
team. I've done it for Mudhead's opening day, the Walleye, and my least favorite thing that people say is, "Oh, well, don't forget the words." I'm like,
You know, I
Well, one,
think
you
I say
can't
that all
forget
the
the
time at
words
the
to the
wedding.
Forget.
anthem.
I think that maybe it's not forget, but a lot of people flub the words. Like, I
Right.
think
Well,
maybe
I don't know if you guys
nerves.
saw that one
Yes.
girl that
Where they were like, we're live.
were live, and she was like, "I effed it up. I effed it up."
Well, start
I'm like,
over,
"Can I
start
go
over."
back?" Yeah.
Yeah, that one. That
And
one was
I don't
horrible.
even
That was
see
cringe.
that. Like, not only is that embarrassing to your brand and to your career, but how disrespectful to our country too.
Right.
Right.
Oof.
I
Yeah,
mean, but
that's
there's
rough.
a lot of people that don't know the words.
Yeah.
Which is sad in itself.
Because we learned the words
We
during
did.
music class.
But there
Second
are people
grade.
who don't pay attention. So like you were saying, like at the Walleye game, when I've done the Walleye game, they're like, don't mess up the words. And I'm like, what?
How
What are
could you mess
talking
up the words?
Yeah, I'm like, I
You
know
what
the
else,
words.
too?
But they also throw you off at the end where they
I would
yell.
forget.
Yeah, so
During
they
the
do yell,
nerves.
hit
My nerves
somebody.
would take over.
During the last few years of school, nobody would stand up for the Pledge of Allegiance. They would
I
just sit
can't.
there.
That's so
Yeah.
rude.
Sit there, and I'm like, that's.
I mean,
I can't.
I do, but I also don't judge other people. And my dad was a vet, and you know, he always was very careful to say,
Well,
like,
thank him for his service.
well, he died, but he died a
thanks,
couple years
Gina.
ago.
Thank you for
Thanks,
your
Gina.
service.
Well, thank
Yes.
you for your service.
Yes. But my dad was like always, he was very, very careful to correct people when people said like, they should stand. That's so disrespectful. He would say, I did not fight.
He fought for the right for them to choose whether they could
Right.
stand or
I did not fight for
Sure,
them to
that's
stand
true.
for the
Everybody looks at it
national
different.
anthem. I fought for them to have a choice.
You're right.
And
Yeah.
that was always his take on it, and
You're
that's
right.
that's what I carried with me.
You're right. Yeah.
And I mean, everybody's entitled to their own opinion on that, and that's fine. I'm not judging anybody's opinion, but this is just what the veteran in my life, his advice to me was, we're not doing that.
I get it.
We're not judging anybody for the choices that they're making because that's what I fought for. That's what I signed up for, and so I
Makes sense.
respected that.
Makes sense.
And that's
I never
kinda
looked at
what
it like
I went
that.
With. So yeah.
But anyways, I appreciate you for having me.
Yes,
I appreciate
thank
you
you.
taking the time out of your busy life to hang out with us.
Oh,
and we're
of
going to see you Friday. I'm excited because I haven't
Yes.
seen the Andi Jo experience. I've
Friday,
seen you once
Pat
a couple
and
years
Andy's.
at the Mexican restaurant on airport.
Yeah, that's
So that was a little bit earlier in
What
your
a start!
career.
That's how I got my start with a guitar amp, corded microphone, and a dream at a Cinco de Mayo restaurant.
Yeah.
And we've come a long way since then. So I'm excited for you to see.
It was funny because there's like
me and the
7
guys.
people there, but you gave the performance of a Super Bowl while you were there.
Well, you know what? One of the things that we always say is my dad instilled this in me. If I'm going to be a McDonald's burger flipper, I'm going to be the best one there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right? So
Yep.
anything
Yeah,
that I
for
do,
sure.
I'm going to
Do
do
the
it.
best
I
you
don't
can.
care if there's 2 people or 200,000 people.
Absolutely.
I'm going to
Yes.
perform.
Take pride
to
in
my
what you
capability.
do. For
So,
sure. I love that.
Thank
That's
you.
good advice. That's good
I
life
always say,
advice.
And we love
Excellence.
following your journey as well.
Yes.
Thank you.
Andi
And
Jo.
you can keep up with my journey at Andi Jo Taylor on all social media.
Yeah. Or you can just watch her movie.
I'm totally. We're
No
totally
big deal.
watching her.
No
movie.
big deal. You can
movie
just
on
download her
Amazon.
movie.
I
Yes.
got one on Lifetime too. The Past Comes Knocking.
You can download Gina's
you're
movie,
just
but it's a
gonna
little
keep just-
different.
Mine's on.
Gatekeeping.
Mine's on OnlyFans. I'm just kidding. I don't. have
it's
OnlyFans.
only fan.
It's
no
just
less.
it's just me eating. There's a market for that.
people
Hey, you
Without
ate
your
you ate
market
that
for
sloppy Joe like there was no tomorrow.
Well, I'm not going to be
Sloppy
able
Joes are
to
fire.
do that because of my
Sounds so good.
comorbidity.
Gina, we got one more topic. You want to take the
Oh,
end
sure.
of?
Yeah, we
what
can
you
do
got?
that. We got a few minutes left. So, 5 things you can do to be happier.
Ooh,
What do you mean, ew? Why is that ew,
it's a
Nick?
lot. It's a lot of responsibility
No,
for me to be happier.
it's 5 things you can do to be happier. You don't have to do them all.
Oh, okay.
You
Okay.
can do one.
Okay, let's go through them.
So, okay, one is find things you can become fully absorbed in.
What does that mean exactly?
So when you're fully
hobby.
engaged in something, you don't notice the passage of time. It's called a flow state, and it can be associated with more joy. So I would say something you can just invest in, like
Studio equipment.
No, not financially, but like if you diamond paint, or do those diamond paintings.
Oh, I put
Oh,
4
the
of
little
those together
gems.
at work.
Yeah, if you
those are
want
cool.
like something like that, or if you draw, if you write music, that anything you can just totally immerse yourself in. And I mean, I personally would probably add create to that if that's not in this list.
I don't think I have anything. I don't have anything I do.
But that's what the saying. Find something.
That's why you're not
it
happy.
says find things.
I am happy, but I don't know what I would.
Find things.
What's your
you can-
favorite thing to do?
Well, you have
My wife.
a show.
Okay, well, that's your happy space.
Just JK.
Yeah,
Okay.
no,
No,
that's
you're
okay.
not.
That's
You're
all right.
serious.
You can be fully
Okay.
absorbed in your wife.
How you
That's
think I
fine.
lost all this weight?
Random acts of kindness. It can make you feel generous
Yeah.
and capable and bring more joy. It
I love
also
those.
releases serotonin.
That makes you feel good.
It does. So random acts of kindness. Nurture your relationships. Here you go, Nick.
Yeah, there you go.
This is one for you can invest your time in Danielle.
Yeah.
Stuffer, whatever.
My little pinata.
Research shows that,
That
they
means
can
you beat her.
that they can be more important to happiness than money, your job, or even health. So your relationships. So make sure you're nurturing those relationships.
Amen.
Not. I would say probably even add to that. Not digitally. Like get that face to face time.
Yeah.
Right.
Because
Make her
it's
laugh.
different. It's so
Make
different.
them laugh. Make her laugh. Don't forget the little things.
Deep relationships.
So on to the next is
Yeah.
express gratitude. Count your blessings and be thankful for them. You have to be happy with what you have before you can be happy with anything else.
That's true.
Yes.
You know
That's
what
true.
I just saw?
Yeah.
It was like a TikTok slideshow, and it said, "How lucky am I to complain about my body being sore?
Yeah.
but I
Yeah.
have the capability to work out, go to the gym,
Absolutely.
do that. How
100%,
lucky
Angel.
am I to complain about? Oh well, my room isn't clean. How lucky am I to have a room?
Yeah.
you know?
Yes.
I mean, if I wake up with a stiff neck and I'm irritated by that, I genuinely think I have the money to go out and buy a new pillow. Like little
Right.
things like that. I have a bed to sleep on. Imagine,
Refrigerator full of food.
Yeah. Imagine not. So yes, that's how you just find the gratitude, be thankful for the things that you do have. And then happiness comes from that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then lastly, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Honestly, I always try to find the positive in a negative situation.
Oh, definitely that silver
So like,
lining.
so like if I'm late for work or whatever it is, it's like, well, you know what? I missed that car accident. That's
Yeah,
probably going to
yeah.
happen. So I try to find something
Yeah.
positive from
Yeah,
the negative because
yeah.
it's easy to stay down.
Yeah, that silver lining.
Yeah.
And also perspective. That's always important too to remember. Like, well, maybe I can look at it from this way rather than
Yeah,
this
my
way.
mom
Like,
and I were just talking about that today too. Just looking at things from a different perspective.
yeah.
for
Sometimes
sure.
that's all it takes to turn your whole mood around. And then the last thing on the list is celebrate good news. Give yourself a pat on the back when you've earned one and celebrate other people's wins too. Be grateful and fostering. It's about being grateful and fostering community. So I think that's such good advice. That's why I really wanted to share that because I think a lot of times we get sucked into the abyss, especially
Right.
when we're
Everyday
this
life.
country's very divided right now.
Yes.
And when you are immersed in social media or on the television or in any kind of media, whatever, it starts to feel like the world's a dark place.
Yeah.
And I keep trying to tell people it's not. You have got to leave the house. You
Yeah.
have to get out. You
But I
have
want
to
to.
talk to people. I understand. But you're not really in a dark place. But if you get there, if you get to, you have to, and you come here.
Yeah,
You
I
are
do.
getting out. You come here
Yeah.
and you're getting this face-to-face time.
Yeah.
And it just is very helpful to remember that people are good and not everybody is out here discussing politics and waving flags in each other's faces. Like we're having real life conversations.
Yeah.
We're taking care of each other.
There's good people out here still.
Man,
There
we-
really are.
And we're loving each other.
So many.
So get out, get off of the social media, get out of the house, get out of those dark places and come to Pat and Dandy's on Friday.
Friday.
I mean, there's a
7
good
o'clock.
We'll be
start.
there. Or watch the Big Nick Energy Show every Monday because that's what we
Yeah,
do. We don't
yeah.
get paid for this. We do this because we want to hang out with some good people every Monday for 2 hours, put the politics aside, and just
Yes.
laugh and make fun of each other.
And just have fun. And that's what everybody needs to start doing. And
Yeah.
let's get back to that
You'll
place.
feel better.
Yes.
And I think if you see somebody in a dark space, help them get out of it.
Pull them out.
That's
Bring them
Grab
with ya.
them and pull them.
No, I'm
pull
just saying,
them
just
out.
in general, like a lot of times you see people Like
struggling.
you do have those Facebook people that are
Yes.
just saying all their negative stuff because they want attention.
My
but there are
mom
some
is
people
my
who
mom
really
is
and
one of
truly
them
want
that will go down a really dark hole because she doesn't go anywhere. She doesn't do anything. I'm like, Mom, you got to get out of the house.
Stuck in that cycle. She only sees it in one perspective.
Yes, come on, let's go. Let's get out of the house. So she's been doing better about that. But yeah, I just wanted to share that with everybody because sometimes we can really go down those rabbit holes.
Yeah, and get stuck.
Yeah.
That's
great
put you in a
for the
bad
holidays.
spot.
I get stuck
especially
in
the holidays.
I get stuck in holes often. It's just
Oh, Gina!
part of being.
I thought things got stuck in your
Yeah.
I can't believe you didn't say that.
We're gonna end on that note. Gina's getting stuck in holes. All right, guys. We'll see you next week.
Bye.
K-Lynn, thanks for hanging out. SS Gina, you're the greatest. And Andi Jo Taylor, check her out on all social media platforms.
Thank
We're
you
out of here.
guys so much.
See you guys next week.
Bye.
Hello.